Bitches!
Unbelievable.
Hello.
Everyone's so
Hello,
quiet.
poor bitch.
Oh, I was muted.
Yeah, you were. I was like, what the fuck, Sai?
Yeah.
I think I had a cup somewhere.
2 Lukes, 1 cup.
Oh,
I hate
why?
you.
Whoa. Hey.
Why do you do things?
Why do you open your mouth like at all?
Why are you open?
Why do things happen with you? Dislike.
Oh, hey, I just saw the tweet. Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
I
that's
had to go
live
find the tweet.
It just popped up on my phone.
I mean, I retweeted it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's very surprising that even though I was tagged in it directly, it did not show up at all.
Yeah.
Like, literally does not show up in my mentions whatsoever.
Shows up in mine, but
Not
I
not
guess-
in mine.
I guess my account likes me, so.
Yeah, well, Twitter is not working properly recently, so
Yeah, not
I don't-
shocking.
I don't know why we're surprised.
Supplies.
Yes.
So how's everyone been? It's been a minute.
Exhausted. That's how I've been.
Yeah?
Yeah. I am so sick of moving stuff. It is just absolutely ridiculous. Moving sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving is rough.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. See, I don't. I don't see any kind of notification at all. I'm looking in all. I'm looking in mentions, verified. Nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah. Good job, Twitter. Good job.
Hey, at least we can DM people.
Yeah. There's that at least.
Kind of.
Yeah.
One
Mostly.
function works at once.
Let's not get too excited with the.
Excited? No.
Uh-oh, there's music.
There is music. It's only until Woodrow shares screen. Is it too loud? I don't know how loud it is.
It's pretty loud.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
shit,
loud.
wait up.
That's fairly loud. Yeah.
Is it better? Is it a whisper now? Does it?
Well, it's not a whisper now, but I mean, it's you can hear it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not deafening, if that's what you're asking.
Yay! All right, so Luke is tired. Woodrow, how are you?
I'm good. I'm not tired today because I don't work on Wednesdays anymore, thankfully.
Nice.
Just getting a lot done today, so it's been nice.
Sweet.
Nice change.
It is nice to get things done
Mm-hmm.
every so often.
Sai.
I'm doing awesome. I'm just playing around back and forth, seeing which is better, the Wi-Fi here or tethering.
Oh.
Yeah, because everyone was roboting out a minute ago. So.
Well, it's also hard because Woodrow is kind of roboting, and I think it might be because I was like, "Hey, can you share the maps today?" So I'm in the process of trying to get the maps up in case it totally takes him.
Okay, you probably turn the music down just a wee bit more.
It's still too loud. Oh my
It's.
gosh,
I mean, is it just me or is it?
No, it's a little loud.
Okay.
I thought it was awesome. It was very emotional.
It's very it's very sweeping, epic kind of heartfelt coda moment of a
Don't
story.
worry, we're about to switch.
Yeah.
So
I was about to say that music sounds like I've just taken 300 damage, and you guys are.
You might die.
Everyone's
No, I-
running away from you.
That's like double my hit points, so I would be very, very crispy.
You'd be dead. Instantly dead.
Not just
No.
partially dead, but dead.
I can't. I cast gentle repose on myself.
I don't think it works like that.
Or spare the dying. Yeah, that's what it is.
Gentle repose would work if you were dead, though. Keep your body nice and fresh.
God damn it! I keep freezing.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see how long before this just tanks. We've got Woodrow trying to share maps on his. Excuse me, on his
Bless you.
laptop. We got Luke trying to
Bless you.
stream from a setup that he has still in the works. We got Sai trying to stream from a hotel. Like,
Yeah.
I've streamed from a hotel. I mean, sometimes the Wi-Fi is okay. Sometimes the Wi-Fi is complete shit. Kind of a crapshoot, really.
A shit show.
Sometimes, depending on
Roll
the
the
hotel.
we
dice.
should be used to shit shows.
Ah, I see what you did there. Roll the dice. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Aha. Aha.
Oh, hey, there are people in the chat. I just noticed. Hello,
Yes.
King Leek. Hello, Pale Rider.
What's up, Leek? What's up, Pale Rider? What's up, Comic Book Bob?
And Pale Rider, I will do my best.
Yeah, Sai doesn't need help or encouragement in that arena.
Shay,
What?
read your screen.
Thank you very much, Leek.
Mr. Leek is he is a good egg. Yeah.
Nah.
Yep.
What am I missing? I'm missing one. Why does this happen every time?
Oh. Well, that was just depressing.
Oh, because it's a PNG.
Okay.
That's why. Okay. Okay. So,
So,
are we ready for the recap? Why does everybody seem so low energy? It's like everyone's just.
Hold
I
on.
already
I'm
told you.
focused on a
why
bunch
I'm
of yes.
low energy. I don't know what to tell you.
This is gonna be a.
Woodrow, I'm watching you play with the map.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure my computer's not gonna explode.
Welcome to my
And
world.
by play with it, I'm literally just scrolling back and forth.
I know.
Technology.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
see
ready.
it.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Like he's copying and pasting 20 more mobs on there. God damn it.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? Let's.
Well, you didn't think this was going to be an easy assault, did you?
Never is. But since we've had a huge gap since last time, let me guys get you a little refreshed. So last time
Yes,
on Dice
please.
Names and
'cause I
Dudes,
have no idea. What
the party was confronted by a bounty hunter that was stalking them through the streets of Osis. Planning to cash in on their bounty, the bounty hunter hacked the city's drones and set up a nearly successful ambush. The drones were no match for the party, even with the illegal military tech, but a 600-foot free-falling platform almost took out Dis and Kronos with it. They tracked this hacker's digital footprint to a simulation den where they found Renaja's boss attached to a dream simulator. It seemed the hacker had been able to pry information from his mind before going into hiding just before you showed up, but not before Kronos was able to start a trace. Bryn, you are sitting outside leaning up against a wall. You can hear the rain hitting the invisible ship, or the invisible form of Kronos' ship above you. The neon lights sort of illuminate the wet streets in front of you as your party members leave the Simi Dream, and that's where we left off. You guys were basically had sent Renaj out with Poru and sent him back to the ship, and so you guys are basically finished everything you had to do at Simi Dream. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Star Trek is contacting me.
Didn't a
No, but,
poor bird hit our cloaked ship too?
When you guys first parked, yeah. He's fine.
Yeah,
He's fine.
yeah, it's a little birdie concussion. He's
Walked it
be
off.
fine. Yeah, totally.
Little
Totally
honey
be
water.
fine later.
But yeah. So you guys had gotten all of the information you needed from Simi Dream, both the information to kind of track the hacker, and also some information regarding Manos. So you found that the two codes that were existing had kind of been assimilated into one, which you guys had kind of witnessed when you fought Manos Prime, and you had found that there was some sort of weird simulation that turned out that it was actually different universes in the real world that these people were experiencing. They weren't experiencing any sort of like game or simulation.
Yeah.
It was for some reason. You guys don't know exactly why, but it seems Manos is scoping out other universes. And that's where we left off.
He's basically browsing like hotels.com trying to see where he's going to stay once this place folds up shop.
Terrible. All right, I'm
Tell
gonna
you what,
do
let's
the-
make sure he stays here when this place closes up, huh?
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do all the things. Sai, please don't help. Bye.
Okay. Wait, including the chat?
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about the
okay.
transition.
You're going to transition? Good job, babe.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right.
Luke, did you get that thing that Leek sent you?
Leak, I have not had a chance to take a look at it yet. No. Sorry.
Leek, Luke hasn't looked. That was hard to say, by the way.
No, it hurt my brain.
Kind of the point. Kind of the point. That's what I do. Can we get back to the ship so I can heal myself?
But, I mean, I guess to answer the question, I did get the email that you sent me, yes. Have I gotten a chance to take a look at it? No. Will I? Absolutely.
Do we even bring my ship?
I thought your ship
Yeah,
was,
your
like,
ship's,
in the bay.
Yeah, it's
And we-
parked somewhere. I can't remember if
Yeah.
you parked it up above a building or in the water, but then you took Kronos' ship.
Oh, yeah,
In
the water. Yeah, the water. That's right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
parked it in the water.
Oh, look, it's the ship I'm running in Star Wars. Yes, Bob. It is. It's the Sith player ship.
I don't know what you're
Very
talking
on
about. It's
brand.
completely original.
Yeah. I totally didn't send Woodrow like
Yeah, he didn't
6
send me
different
the
layouts of the ship and like, hey, I have the Sith
do this
interceptor.
exactly.
Yeah.
You ask and you shall receive. So you guys have a death ray to install on this ship, so you're eagerly making your way back. As you are getting back to Dis's gunship, you get a Luke. You get a call on your device. You're basically your Neuralink. It's from an unknown caller. If you want to take it, you can. You could just send them on their way. Ignore it.
It's not Coke.
You could also like try to figure out where it's coming like that, but yeah, you don't necessarily.
Roll for caller ID.
You just roboted really bad for me, at least. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. What did the trace say? Did I? I mean, I know I started the trace on it.
Nope. Total no. All the no.
So that was the hacker. This is for an incoming call. This is just a blocked call you're getting. Yeah. Then I don't know. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I'm
All
trying
good,
to.
man.
I didn't even see where you got what you have up right now.
No, that's not. I just put this up so you couldn't see what was up because technically we don't need a map right now. So I said just put this up for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whose
So you have a-
whose ship is it coming in on? Is it coming in on
You.
my ship?
It's coming to
Oh.
you.
All right.
It's
Well,
co-
then I
it's-
guess
it's coming
I
in
guess
on
I'll just,
you to your Neuralink.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just I guess I'll answer it then.
Okay, so you're
You
just gonna
die.
answer it. So when you answer it, you die. Neural bomb goes
Instant
off.
death.
No,
Okay.
a screen
Reroll.
opens up that you can see that is a chat window, and there's basically kind of like a blocked figure, sort of
Yeah.
like blacked out, and a voice comes over and goes like, it seems your information has recently popped up on the dark web.
Not the first time.
Oh my god. Is this going to be one of those ransomware things?
He goes, it seems we could both be of use to each other. I've taken the information off as soon as I noticed it, but I don't know if anyone else got it before I was able to take it down. I could easily put it back up there, but I think we could. I have an offer you might be interested in.
All right, you're not the person that just tried to kill me and my friends, are you? Because that does have a tendency to keep me from working with people.
I'm not aware of any attempt on your life, but that may be where this information came from. I could look into it.
All right. And what exactly are you looking to get from me? How does this benefit you?
I need an extraction, and I need someone who's capable. And judging from what I see, you're very capable.
Depends on the day, but yeah, thanks. Okay, what kind of extraction are we talking about?
Bryn, they're flirting gay.
I need a person. A orcish woman, elderly, extracted from the planet Felindir. She's hidden away in the city, and it seems her location has recently popped up on the web too, and so she is no longer safe. And unfortunately, the blockade makes it not worth. Let's just say I don't have the most capable pilots for
Gotcha.
stealthing through a blockade. And if I leave here, there is some things that might destabilize. So, I need someone else's hand. How does 60,000 credits sound?
Is that like gold?
Is that like... Yeah.
Yes.
As you guys know, credits and the credit gold ratio in this world has been 1-1.
That's a lot for an old orc chick.
Yeah. Give me a minute to discuss this with my compatriots. Okay.
Is that his mom?
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this might be that much credit, that much gold being thrown around, and going through these lengths to try to contact us. Yeah, I'm guessing that's mom.
If it's his mom, I'm down. If it's his sugar mama, I'm less down.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that is his favorite model from oldorcchicks.com. He has tracked her down, and now he wants us to kidnap her for his weird, twisted scenarios.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, no.
Can you ask it, like, for real though? Can you ask him what
is she to you?
relationship- Yeah.
You both read my mind.
I'm telling you. He wants to hire an older mommy to step on him.
Stop it. Stop it.
All right, and I completely mute this in my brain, and I go back to the other conversation. Question: Who is this orcish woman to you?
She has strong familial ties to me, and I just don't want a target
Super
painted on her
cryptic.
back. Yeah,
Yes,
you with
Bob.
your insight, you get the sense that it's definitely this guy's mom,
Okay.
and what you
And-
assumed is probably accurate.
Okay. I'll be like, listen, Bob, if that's your mom, then we're down. All right, we'll help you get your mom.
You gotta say it's your mom first. If you don't admit it.
Fine.
Listen, I got
Fine.
a touchy barbarian over here that is all about familial ties. So she's more likely to be on board if this is your mom. So I'm just saying.
I hold up a piece of paper in front of Luke's face since I'm muted, and it just says "Orc Dummy Mommy."
I smack the paper out of Dis's hands.
Roll for it.
Do an agility check. Dexterity.
Opposing decks.
Okay.
What'd the guy say? all that bullshit. What
So
he say?
he called Kronos' neural link. So technically, there's just like a mental chat window opened up. So there's basically whatever Kronos' AR avatar is just speaking with them. They don't see technically anything that's going on.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So that's why they haven't reacted. But yeah, no.
That would have been hilarious, though.
While all that's going on, you hear Kronos going like, "Get out of here!" But he just has like this persona sitting in the window of this cool, calm, collected person, like smoking or drinking or whatever his avatar is. It's similar to like Shadowrun. You can kind of just pick whatever you want it to look like.
A nice chill glass of scotch. You know, cigar. Totally. Yep. But yeah. So, what does? I'm going to tell you guys this is his mom. So, are we in?
I mean, that buys a lot of death rays.
Yeah, I do.
But
yeah,
then
I
again,
do.
all right, how much time do we have left before the other shit that we can't postpone?
It was about 5 days after what you did here on Osis. So
Okay.
a little under a week.
How long is it going to take to install the death cannon?
Like 2 days, if that. And that's like 2 days of working here and there. 1 day if you just work on it really hard.
So hard.
So hard.
Look, we haven't done the show in weeks. It's not my fault.
Yeah, we gotta get all the innuendo
okay,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
I don't care. Where is it? Felondir?
Felondir.
Mhm.
What else is on Felondir other than Orc Dami Mami?
That's the Elven homeworld where all of the troops have been retreating to as they set up for whatever is going on with the moon, which is why he doesn't. One of the reasons he doesn't want to go there because he doesn't have a pilot who can get him in without getting caught.
He
You guys
wants
have
us
flown.
to sneak onto the Death Star. I understand now.
I mean,
Basically.
essentially. Except it's actually a planet, but yeah.
So he
But,
wants
yeah.
us to sneak onto the Death Planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Onto Starkiller Base.
Yep, more accurate.
All right.
We should just come out of light speed right on the planet. What could go wrong?
Tell you what, you can do that with your ship, and I'll come around the other side at a more reasonable rate, and you
We'll
be the
reach around.
distraction, and
I was
then I'll
gonna
just
say,
yeah.
wait,
Hey,
are you saying I get the front, you get the back?
I'm saying you blow up, and I will complete the mission. That's what I'm saying.
I'm riding with Kronos.
No, you're not.
I'm just saying, if this is
No, you're
our
not.
plan, I'm
Yeah,
riding
this-
with Kronos.
This is a terrible plan. Terrible plan.
You might want to abandon the plan and also ride with Kronos. I'm just saying.
While Luke is finalizing this asinine deal, I'm gonna just heal myself.
Who's Luke?
While Kronos is finalizing that, I can't hear her anymore. Something.
I love it when a plan fails to come together.
Way to fuck up the fucking everything. The fucking fuck shit fuck. You fuck.
Very eloquent.
Layout.
put.
Yep,
Domo.
yep.
Layout. That was the
Domo.
word I was looking for.
This is why
Very
Bryn is
eloquent.
the face of the party because she's so eloquent. She left again. Nope, there is no escape.
There is a bright red X actually.
Oh, boy.
Nope. Block.
So we made it about a half hour in.
Woodrow
Yep.
Roboto. Let's see.
Looking for- so,
Wait, are we still calling it the death cannon?
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say
life inverter.
Johnny's getting mad at my language. Frog G has a good point.
The life
The
inverter.
life
I mean, life inverter is yeah. It sounds a lot less, genocidal when you say life inverter.
We did some testing, some group testing.
Uh-huh. The focus
Focus
group really
group?
seems yeah.
Focus
Yeah.
group,
Focus
yeah.
group really seems to like this one.
Now, life inverter or necrotic infuser?
Ooh. Infusing the necroticness.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
See, you're starting with necrotic, and that kind of puts a down slant on it. See, the other one, you're starting with life, you're just inverting it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's
very,
a really cool move. It was inverted.
Yeah, I was inverted. Yeah.
Oh,
We're now in Top Gun.
that
Congratulations.
sounds painful.
Pretty much.
That sounds painful.
Bullshit.
Okay, so Felondir. That's how far away is Felondir from where we're at currently?
You're on one of its moons, so not
Okay.
too far. You just gotta
Not-
move through a blockade that's kind of around the planet.
I
Right.
like CBBs. The fuck shit upper.
Yes.
That's
It's
what I
all
will
things.
call it.
Fuck shit.
With my
gonna-
eloquentness.
Uh-huh.
Eloquentness.
What? Oh.
You're painting all of these names on the side of the cannon, aren't you?
Yes, it's just,
I knew it.
They just,
I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
they just get increasingly smaller. Like as we come up with another name.
Well, I figured it was
Although,
like it's a
Fuck
like
shit
this.
upper goes all the way across the whole thing.
I'm
'cause
figuring it's like a circular cannon, and whatever we decide to call it that day, it just turns the barrel until that's what's
Just
reading.
rotates the barrel until that's what's showing. Yeah. Today it's the fuck shit up.
We're,
Yep.
we're feeling nice today. Life inverter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Why not? Let's go.
It's a
All
good idea
right.
for a chain gun.
So yeah, we're gonna go rescue this dude's mom. Okay. So I ask him like, how are we supposed to contact her? How's she supposed to know that we're not, just coming to kidnap her?
Yeah. So Bisk basically gives you a direct line to her. Bisk says, "So, take care of her for me. Her name is Gorza, and she can be very stubborn, but I've done my best to talk her into leaving. But she likes her luxury apartment.
In the
But you shouldn't
sky.
have a problem. Yeah, you shouldn't have a problem."
Are we
She-
kidnapping Wheezy?
He gives you a direct line to her Neuralink, so you can just give her a call.
Okay.
Trap.
All right.
Trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Uh-huh. All right. So, and where are we supposed to meet you once we've gotten her safely off of Felondir?
You get a little marker for somewhere on Osis, and it seems to be his casino, his virtual casino.
I like the idea of him not even acknowledging that you said anything, and you just get like a boop. Like,
Well, I
pop
mean,
up.
essentially.
hey, efficiency. I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Totally
not,
fine.
I'm not wasting my breath on this.
All right. Well, I guess it's skirting around a blockade we go then. We'll.
Has it occurred to anyone that we were just in combat? We need to heal, and some of us are missing some spell levels.
Yeah. We might.
Well-
We might need to take a rest.
If you want to take the rest, you can take the time to rest. Just sit out in space, kind of chillax, take your rest time, and then head in. It's not too hard.
Yeah,
Just
it's not hard.
Stay
Jeez.
behind. Yes, stay behind Osis.
I mean, it's
while you're resting.
No, it's flaccid.
No, it's semi. It's always semi.
So we go to Chub.
Until we see the old lady orc, then it's flaccid.
Oh,
Why
What?
you ruin everything?
You'd rather it not
Yeah.
I would rather you shut up.
Agreed.
be. Took you 39 episodes to decide that.
No, I think it was
believe
said the
this has
first
been a recurring theme.
Yeah.
Took 2.
Fairly certain I've said this multiple times during this show.
Yeah. Over the course of many episodes.
Woodrow.
Clearly, it's worked.
Yes.
Does the scoped version of that rifle change anything on my character sheet from that rifle? I'm just
No, it just means that you can shoot people in close range and not take disadvantage. So you don't have to write anything because it's not on any of the other weapons. So
Oh.
it's just a rule that I think about. Because if you're within like adjacent to of someone, and then with sniper rifles, I made it so where if you're trying to use the scope at close ranges, it doesn't really work. So that just makes it so you don't have any disadvantages for shooting in close range. So yeah, there's nothing to add. You can just roll it as it is.
Can you also track the ammo since the ammo's nowhere on our sheets?
Yeah. I've been making marks when you or Bryn shoot torpedoes and bullets out of your guns.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Rifle.
I don't want to like. Oh, you shot 43,000 rounds and you had 12. So
Yeah, no, you're good.
this is the final name for the cannon, by the way.
Grabber and Twister tanks.
The Dick Twister.
I approve.
All right.
Of course you do.
All right, so
I guess we've got all the information we need from Bisk to go get his ma.
Yeah, he gave you the location where she's at and possible routes to take to be not avoided, so you can take one of his routes or forge your own. Up to you. But his seem pretty sound.
Well, I mean, yeah, if they seem like they're gonna work, I mean, we'll start following one. I mean, obviously gonna stealth up, right?
Yeah, and it's not that they're gonna work. It's just that it's the least amount of eyes you have to move through, essentially.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? Oh God, I don't want to say this. Is your ship going to attach to my ship, Kronos?
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, if we're taking your ship, then yes. Just go ahead and attach my ship to yours. That way, if we need to separate and
Y'all are docking.
No,
There
we're
it
not.
is.
Nope.
Docking
Yep.
is happening.
Yeah, there's a port that's specifically designed for Kronos' ship.
Oh my God. Nice and
I
snug.
hate you all.
I didn't do anything. Okay, there's a lot of innuendo being added.
I
to the
hate you
things I
all.
say.
I hate you all.
You know what?
Stop talking.
Especially you, Johnny.
Okay.
Just-
It
So
actually
one,
took me a second to figure out what you guys were saying too, because you were like beating around the bush, and I was like, what is happening? I was like, oh, yo, you don't want to say docking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Woodrow. Sorry.
so with the piloting and the skill checks, someone can assist with the piloting. It could be Bryn or Dis, but does one of you have guidance or anything like that?
It can be Bryn or Kronos because we're flying my ship.
Yeah.
Oh,
flying
yeah, okay,
Dis's
there we
ship.
go.
Motherfucker ain't flying my ship.
Whatever.
I don't want to fly your fucking elven ass ship anyway. Shit.
I cast guidance
There you go.
since
And I will assist in the piloting. So there you are.
not assisting in the docking.
Oh my god.
Going to
And Bryn,
fucking
if you want to
airlock
use
you.
if you want to use one of the enhanced abilities to help with the piloting, you can as well.
Nah.
Nah.
No, I will. I
No.
will.
Okay, so Dis, when you're rolling, you can roll with the advantage for the having someone aid you, and then since you have another aiding spell, it doesn't help with the advantage, but it's going to essentially work like a guidance or something like that. So you get an extra D4 added to the roll as well. And we've got increasing and depending on how good you roll, possibly decreasing DCs for the skill challenge. And basically, I'm just going to need you to make me at least 3 pilot checks. We'll see if you need to make more based on what
50.
you get.
Based on
Yeah,
failures.
50,
Yeah, I got
50 piloting checks.
Damn.
We have
you
no
guys
faith
talk
in your
amongst
ability.
yourselves. I have to grab my dice.
Oh, you're good. Yeah. One of the things that I want to do with the character sheet that I'm making for like the new system or whatever that I'm doing is I want to have like a little ammo tracker on there, so you can just like click a little dot and it's got like a clip. You can just like I don't know. A lot of people hate tracking ammo though because it's kind of tedious because it is. Ugh.
Yeah.
Especially when you get into automatic weapons, it's like okay, if you want to be realistic, this shot way more than 10 bullets in 6 seconds or whatever. But yeah,
I mean, there's a balance. There's a balance between like fun and reality.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was looking at some rules for other games just to try and like gauge exactly how much of crunch I want to lean into and all that, and like, holy fuck.
Oh,
There's
I'm
some
sure
stuff
some
out
of those
there,
get
man.
into like autismal levels of number crunching.
Yeah. I mean, Shadowrun itself was pretty bad, and then I was just like looking at the different editions of Shadowrun, and it just seems like their switch from 5th to 6th seems like it was interesting.
I'm
still
back,
trying to
and
kind of figure that out.
In honor of Shay, I'm going to nakedly roll my metal dice on this
Oh.
Formica surface.
Don't do it naked though; that might hurt.
It gives me bonuses. They're not bonuses.
+2 to piercing.
The low hanging
metal
fruit
dice.
perk.
14, and you said a D4?
Yeah, take advantage, take the higher, and then with the plus
Oh.
D4.
Advantage plus a D4.
No, seriously, look at
a
the bottom
6.
of the box here that I roll my dice in. Like all those divots
Yeah.
and stuff. That's from the metal dice. Like it leaves
I want to look at your
impressions.
box, Luke.
Seriously, it's like fucking trying to talk to a 5-year-old.
27.
Not even remotely
For the first
close
one?
to 27.
Yeah.
Heard 27. That is a good number to get. The
14
DC
plus
doesn't
3 plus
change.
10.
Nice. Well, if there's any time to roll good, it's right now.
All right, so the higher of those two is 18, 20, 30.
Ooh, okay, good. That means that doesn't go down.
Ooh,
Well, up, technically.
a 15 or a 2, so let's see here. A 15 plus 4 is 19, plus 10 is 29.
29 total. Okay. Good. So, you guys, take your 8 hours, get your long rest on the other side of the moon of Osis, and then you begin to head towards Fellendir. As you start to get a visual of the planet, you can tell that there is a lot of ships pulled in around this. When you're off a ways, the shine that comes off, the reflection, almost makes it look like there's a metal shell built around the world. And it kind of makes you nervous, but eventually you make your way with your stealth engine, or not engines, but your stealth generator. It doesn't seem like you've been detected or locked onto or anything like that, or scanned. Seems
I
like you've made
hate it
through
when
the
you
block.
say it doesn't seem like.
Well, it's got to be careful with the words.
As far as you know.
Yeah, essentially. But you make it through the blockade and get down into the upper part of the city, where there are these large pyramid-like buildings, and they're not all towers. There are your sort of typical towers that look like something that would be on Earth, but there's these just like weird pyramids and buildings that kind of go up and then turn at an angle and then go back down to the ground. So they're like big giant like Tetris pieces. And you kind of start flying down deeper into there, and you get to a spot where you're pretty deep in the middle of the city. You, with your last check with a 29 and you're piloting, I'm not going to make you roll again to find us somewhere to park the vehicle. You rolled well enough that that's just part of the skill challenge. So there's no hang-ups with that. Eventually you get to where her building is, and hers is sort of a typical skyscraper. There is parking up top, and you feel you could park there, but if you want to like hover up and do the invisible thing and like fly down in Kronos' ship, whatever you want to do, you can. But you have
Is there a
sight
roof
on.
pool?
Is the roof what? Sorry.
Is there a roof pool?
No.
Damn it.
There's not.
I wanted to park in the roof.
I imagine you like try to park in it and turn it into an infinity pool because it just starts overflowing just a little bit.
Leave the engines on idle and make the whole thing a hot tub.
Yeah. No, but there is parking nearby you could use, or park it up on a building stealthily and try and hide it away. But you do have line of sight on her where her building is.
The way you described it sounds like the end of Blade Runner, with the
It
big
is-
pyramid.
It's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah. I don't. Whatever is not going to get us noticed and is closest.
Okay. And before you guys leave the ship, what is everyone, just so I know, how is everyone kind of like presenting themselves when you leave? Is it just walking around how you always do in power armor? Any sort of disguises or anything?
Ooh, that's
Seems
a
like
good
a pretty busy, bustling world. Lots of ships driving, like flying past you as you're moving in.
Yeah, lots of Dark Elf hatred. Got it. I think we should disguise ourselves.
I agree.
I have a disguise kit. What would you all like to look like?
Oh, well, I mean, my shield gives me at will disguise.
Yeah, you
Just
can
draw a mustache on my finger.
and then you use your shawl like last time.
I'm not
Is
getting
there a-
this time, though, 'cause it's somewhere.
Yeah, you're good.
I guess I would want to disguise myself to look like one of kind of like one of Bisk's men,
Okay.
low key, just so his mom will feel a little bit more at ease when she sees me, I guess. And I want to contact her first before we leave. Like, or maybe once we get out on the street, I guess.
What's the racial makeup of this area?
From what you can see, it seems to be predominantly high elves. And from what
Does
you know
this-
about the history, real quick, Felandir is the high elf planet, and Rashana used to be a high elf planet until the moon destroyed and it fell into like a synchronized orbit with this planet blocking it from the sun, and then Drow kind of evolved from that environment. So yeah, but this seems to be a high elf, the high elf homeworld. What were you going to say,
Okay.
Kronos?
So mostly high elves. Okay. I guess the other question is, what kind of creatures does Bisk employ? Like all kinds of races, human, health,
Yeah,
whatever.
From what you know, yeah, he just basically takes in the dregs of society and people who have bounties on them. From what you've learned and like searching the internet, and I can't remember what episode, but you did learn that he like kind of like takes in people who have bounties on them, and like he keeps them around and protects them. So that's why people don't really go around him, because he's got like some of the most dangerous like bounty hunters and assassins and whatever hanging around him all the time.
Yeah,
so.
working for him. I got
Yeah.
you. All right, and I'll just stick with human, but I vaguely look like I might work for Bisk.
Okay.
In Ma's eyes. What is his mother's name again?
Gorza.
Gorza. Okay.
Yeah, what were you gonna say? Dis?
I'm gonna go with human.
Okay. And then that's the high elf of the royalty type, not the Snoop Dogg type.
Oh, damn it! I dissipate the green cloud that was hanging over us.
Highfalutin elves.
All right. So yeah, once we get like, are we ready to set out? Are we walking? Are we taking? Where did you park the ship?
Where did I park the ship?
Like, did you just put it on top of a building or are you hovering it somewhere and we're flying down in my ship? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, there's parking nearby where you could park the ship, or there's parking on top of the building, or you could hide it. But it's your call.
I'm gonna hide it.
Okay. So
yeah,
you use
because our ship's
the
kind
cloak.
of. Yeah, exactly. Our ship's kind of noticeable.
Yeah.
So.
It is an elven
recognizable,
warship.
Right,
yeah, you
and I
basically
don't want to park a military vessel in a civilian
Yeah.
parking spot, and then they're like, "What the fuck is this doing here?"
it makes sense.
And then they try to move it. Yeah.
tow it.
Oh my
So you
God.
basically set it to hover, set it a ways from the building, out of line of traffic, and then basically take Kronos' ship and stealthily, basically like land on the top of the building. When you go in, you're on the roof. What is your passive? If everyone could tell me your passive perceptions. I know Dis's is like a 20,000, but I think
I
it's
have
22.
22.
I have 26.
For perception.
Yeah.
16.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you guys are basically making your way on the rooftop, and you see that there's a set of elevators, and then there's a stairwell that go in next to them. You can see that there is a sort of little like sticky pad, which seems kind of weird, that says "out of order" on a couple of the elevators. And then there's more elevators and stairwells that lead down into our building.
All right.
I don't know about this.
I don't really like elevators all that much, and I'm a little gun shy of moving platforms like that after what happened last time. So I think the stairs are a good idea.
Last time was fine.
Firefights on stairwells. That sounds like a great idea. What could possibly go wrong?
Do you want
How
to be
big
stuck
is
in an elevator and have to deal with that, or?
Well, I don't know, Mister. I can hack mechanics and all this other shit, and fucking send us where we need to go. How big is the stairwell?
Stairwell, it's like a 15 by 15 foot. So if you look on the map right here where you guys are, the other side of the stairwells. 4 elevators and 2 stairwells. Cool. That just
4
go
elevators
all the
and 2
way down.
stairwells. That's what I heard.
I think it's the bottle I caught as well.
Oh, did I robot? It's about 15
Yeah, a
A
foot.
little bit. Yeah.
15
Okay.
foot.
Are we talking like a small apartment stairwell, or are we talking about like a big building stairwell? That's all I'm getting at.
I
Big building
think he
stairwell.
said 15 feet across. So I mean, it's a pretty sizable
Yeah, 15
stairwell.
by 15.
Yeah, like it's a 15 by 15, big square. The stairs then go around it.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Before we
Scout
go
ahead.
anywhere, since we're on the roof here, I'm going to go ahead and use the Neuralink address that Bisk gave me, and contact. Say her name again.
Gorza.
It started with
Yeah,
a
so
G,
you,
right? Gorza.
You call her up, and you get a little window that pops up, and you can see that there's this orcish woman with this dark green skin, wrinkles all over her face. You can like almost not really see her eyes underneath the skin that sort of just like hangs down on her brow. And then she's got like mostly black hair still, with a streak of sort of like rogue of white, like silver, that goes down one. And she like one of her eyes sort of like pokes like open, and you can tell she's like looking at a drone, and she's like, or like some kind of android or something, and she's like, you must be the mercs my son's sending. It took you long enough. How are we getting out of here? I've got my little droid battalion, and we're ready to go.
Battalion.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I-
Is she Orc Leia? She's got like her little droids around her. She's like,
I
I'm ready
mean,
to do
shit.
this.
I thought I was going to have to convince her to leave. Well, Madam Gorza, I see you're ready to go. I thought I was going to have to convince you to leave, but yeah. Question: these elevators, are they really out of order? And how long they've been like that, if so?
Not to my knowledge, but nothing really works around here.
Okay.
Solid.
Well, then I guess we'll head down to get you, and we'll meet you at your place, and we will escort you out of here.
All right,
Right.
I'm just packing up. And you can see she basically pulls up this large, huge Brute Dynamics weapon with a chainsaw blade on the bottom of it, a la Gears of War, and just starts like loading it and kind of like reassembling it. It was like stripped a little bit.
How many floors down are you from the roof?
Yeah, that was going to be my question.
So she's on the 15th floor, so that's about 10 floors down from you guys.
Okay. All right. Well, then just be ready to go when we get down
I
there.
already highlighted that.
Once we get closer, I'll message you again.
All right. Basically clicks off the video call.
All right.
Yeah, and you guys essentially start walking down the stairs. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Well, hang on. Before we go down the stairs, I want to check the panel on the elevators.
Yeah.
It says
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
out of order. I want to go ahead and I want to check them. I want to see if they actually are.
Okay, so give me an investigation check. Just to sort of look at the area first before you start doing any sort of engineering or computer use.
Investigation. So I will take the.
I'm investigating with Luke. I rolled a 33, so
Okay. Well, I mean, I have advantage on it, so I got 18 plus 6. So that's what, 22, 24?
24.
I can math, I swear. Shut up.
Okay, so with both those checks, you sort of start going over the panel and kind of like as you go to open it, you put your hand there and you could tell that it's been damaged and it just sort of swings open. It looks like someone may have hit it with something, and you're like, that's interesting. And you can see inside it looks like things have been clipped or pulled apart. And so yeah, they are out of order.
Can I force open the doors so we can look down the shaft?
Yeah, give me a strength check, athletics check.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I like how the sigh,
because you
indignant
said
sigh.
something, I got a 2.
No, I thought you were going to say something.
No.
It sounded like I interrupted you. So
You
what-
can do that with advantage too. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I only rolled a 17, so
Well, you've got people helping. You've got rage. So
Yeah,
you can do it with
21.
advantage. 21. So that's enough to get it sort of started to pry, and you kind of like enough to look down and start opening it. And as you guys can kind of get the space to see down into the shaft, there it does seem to the elevator is down a ways and stopped.
How many floors down does it look like?
Go ahead and give me an insight check. Or investigation check.
All right.
Aw.
Or some other check you think would be good for judging distance. Perception. Perception would work.
Well, I mean, all right. So that would be a 26 for the perception then. That's,
Then yeah, it seems like it's
12.
about 10 floors down.
I rolled survival just to be like, I might be able to judge distance with survival.
I mean, it's survival whether or not, you can survive the fall.
You could
These
actually,
fuckers.
technically. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I got a
Don't say
30.
shaft. We got a 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like about
19
10
plus
floors
11.
down.
Okay.
is there a cable?
Well, I mean, we've all got wings. We could literally just kind of float down there.
Oh God.
I'm just. You seemed apprehensive about going down the staircase. I mean, this is a quicker
I
route.
am. We just have to do this the right way because the three of us jump into a small elevator shaft with all of our wings extended. We instantly hit each other and plummet 10 floors.
We're really like one. Oh, good Lord.
Is there a
We
cable?
could do one at a time.
There is cable. There's several cables in this shaft.
I mean,
Can I slide down the cable?
You could, yeah.
In the shaft.
Can I
The
slide
shaft
down the
cable, if you
shaft
will.
in a controlled manner?
That's preferable, actually.
Yes.
actually, I haven't used my speed boots in a while. Could I run down
God.
the?
No, I'm sliding down the cable. No.
Can I run down the wall, like in
I mean,
a circular motion?
That fell.
Technically, yes.
Technically-
Can
You
you
mean-
spiral down the shaft?
I mean, that's like falling with style, so if you want to make an acrobatics check,
Okay.
Spiral
You're
down.
speed- you are speed running around. down a wall. in a circular motion.
You need to
All
You
right,
went from-
19 plus 5, so that's like, what, 24?
Yeah,
24.
with your speed boots, and you could manage it. So you went
Can I
from
trip
using
him?
a stairwell that's the exact same motion but easy to this motion but way more difficult.
Yep, but I mean, hey, there's no chance we're going to get, surprised or ambushed.
Wow.
The elevator
Apparently,
starts
Shaft
going
has
up. No, I'm
awoken
kidding.
our fucking. Shaft has
Yep.
awoken the chat.
Wow.
I mean, that tends to
What is
happen.
this shit?
All right,
But same as the
stairwell.
stairwell.
Oh my gosh. Some person.
All right, but I'm going first because I'm the scout, and
Yeah.
then I'm getting out of the way because I don't trust this big motherfucker not to fall on me when he's falling with style, circling the shaft.
By the
I'm
time
really
by the time
excited.
you get done, like climbing down the
I'm not
the
climbing
cable,
down. I'm,
whatever.
I'm like
By the time you get
holding the
done
cable and
sliding down, I'll already be there.
No, you're circling slowly.
One of you needs to open the door then.
Yeah.
You mean of the elevator or of the shaft?
Well, we're ending
When you
up
get
on
to
top
the bottom
of the elevator.
floor, there will be another door.
Well,
I agree.
we're on top of the elevator,
Elevator.
currently.
So we're gonna
Because
have to go through the trap.
Stop. Yeah. Now we either go through the trapdoor or we go through the door above.
Either way, you have to open at least one more door.
Shaft,
That would require a strength check, which is what I am trying to get at.
savior of the universe. All right.
All right.
No.
So once I get to the top of the elevator cart, like, do I see any kind of trap
I love how
door?
no one's letting the scout. This is truly You know what? Go.
I'm just seeing if there's a door. You can scout through.
Yeah,
like
there's
you're the
a-
one that has hide.
On top.
I'm-
Are you talking about if there's a door on top of the elevator in
Yeah.
the shaft?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, there's
I
a
hate
door
you.
on top of it.
God damn it! I hate you all.
Yes, this
Okay.
is.
We really need to get out of this elevator.
Yep. We should have just I should have just let us go down the stairs. I shouldn't have even bothered. God damn. Should have just left it alone. Should have just
What did you
accepted
get,
the
Luke?
sticky note that said out of order and just
Leave the
moved
shaft
on.
alone.
You're all terrible. Anyway.
So, as you make it down to the top of this elevator, go ahead and give me stealth checks. Just to see how generally stealthy you are as you move.
1 second.
Nice, Frog.
All right.
I actually kind of got me.
27.
So guidance is one willing creature,
Where the hell am I stuff? Plus 5.
but bless is
15,
3,
20?
but
Yeah. So dirty 20.
it's
Dirty
only
20, or
attack.
15 plus 5.
Dis your stealth.
It's 94.
I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on that one. Okay.
Good buddy. It's 15 plus 15, so 30.
So 30. Dirty 30, okay.
Dirty 30. I like that, yeah.
So, with that, no one has raised any alarms, and you hear something interesting as you start to get down on top of this elevator. You hear deep voices speaking a language I'm pretty sure none of you speak, but it sounds kind of harsh, orc-ish sounding, but it's not orcish.
I
yeah, you
can't
can hear.
comprehend languages.
So as soon as you do that, you hear people on the inside of some kind of humanoids or something talking. There's a good number of them in there, at least 4, and you can hear them discussing some sort of plans, you think, to breach and enter this room and grab some old lady.
Are they
It's
are they directly below us?
In the elevator? Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like they're in the elevator, yeah.
Can I cut the cable and the brakes?
Yes, you can. Remember that everyone's in there with you, but yes, you can.
I mean,
Telepathically,
I'll,
hold the walls.
well, what I'll do is I'll open the like the door above.
Okay, let me. So you're gonna open the door that like to the
floor
16th
above.
floor, technically.
To the 16th floor, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, some
All right.
person.
And as you do that, as you're doing that, there is someone like a half or a half elf, a high elf that kind of walks by, but then eventually goes down the hallway past, and you can hear that they have walked by, but it seems relatively clear as you sort of start to get the door open. Go ahead and give me an athletics check so you can get it to engage the.
Yeah, I mean, you're no Bruce Willis with a screwdriver and a metal pole.
Right.
This ain't no Nakatomi Tower.
14 plus 9, so 23.
Okay, over
Very
20.
good.
So yeah, you basically, as you kind of start to get it open, you can kind of hear the person walking by. You eventually pry it open as you think you have your moment of silence. But yeah, you have the door that it slides open enough for you guys to get out.
All right. So I'm just kind of nonchalantly stand by the elevator door that's open and just kind of keep an eye out. Kind of direct people away. Yeah, it's not working. This fucking shitty thing.
Very casual. I like it.
Yeah. So go ahead, Britton. Where are you at? Are you still up?
No,
I'm gonna assume that after the two of you had your pissing contest on who was gonna get down there first, I just popped my wings and kind of glided.
yeah, because she got a 27 stealth to not be noticed, so she definitely moved down there with you. Yeah,
We didn't notice her.
yeah, exactly.
No one,
Good job.
for the
Good job.
first time, no one noticed me.
Like,
All right.
holy shit! When did you get here, babe?
Well, I mean, if you want to cut the, we got a way out of the elevator shaft, so that.
So can I just pop my wings and hover, and then I can try. I mean, I don't know, Dis, do you have a way to cut this cable, or do you want me to?
I have like 704 weapons, but I mean, if you want to, are there multiple things that we have to?
So here's if you want this to, if the goal is to get this thing to plummet and to kill everyone in the elevator, two things are going to need to happen. You're going to have to cut the cord, which there is a break cord, but there's safety breaks. It's more in the computers. So if Kronos can get into the system and basically turn off the brakes, and then you cut those cables, yeah, it's with those two things gone, there's no way they can stop it from falling.
Okay. Then,
Awesome.
I'll go ahead and try to get into the system then.
So right now what you're doing is you're trying to hack root access to the building so you can get into the secure system. So I'm going to need one check. If it's not good enough, I'll need a second one, but we'll see how good this first one is.
All right. And am I adding use computer or just raw dice?
It's your used computer, yeah.
Use computer, okay.
Yep.
13, my lucky number. Okay, so 13 plus 11 is 24.
24. Okay, that is good. So yeah, you get access into the systems, and it's easy enough. This isn't like a hyper protected place. So that's enough to get root access. And you start going in and looking at the secured files and systems when a couple things pop out at you, or pop out to you. It seems that someone's already in the elevator system and has, or is in the same systems you're going to, as if someone is already in here working to shut off the brakes, which is odd, kind of alarming. And so if you want to try and find that other user in the system, you can, but that would basically be an investigation check. You're doing a logistical investigation. Ugh.
I mean, I know Bisk contacted me from a number. Do I have a way to contact him?
Yeah, you can basically ring him back.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna send a quick message to Bisk. Be like, yo, do you have somebody here in the systems of this building, or are you doing this yourself? kind of give him an idea of what I
Yeah.
found.
A moment later, you get back just you.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
One could have asked why everyone wants this chick, but
It's his mom. Bisk is a big fucking deal. So, of course, everybody wants this chick. We were after this chick to go after him, remember?
I don't. I no.
Uh,
All I heard was 60,000, and I've forgotten everything else.
yeah. Yeah.
I start cutting the wire.
All right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, let me do an investigation on that other user.
Okay, so if Dis is gonna cut this wire, I'm just gonna make sure I'm at least hovering, so I don't know.
You
Oh, by
could
the
go with
way-
it for a little bit and then look up and be like, and then fly.
Be like, you bitch, and then fly up like.
All right, 23 for investigation. 17 plus 6.
Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna make a check real quick. That actually
Okay.
might be high enough. I forgot to roll. Oh my god! I put my d20s in this thing, and there's like so many of them. They just like all like locked in position. There we go.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay, that's a 9. So what did you roll?
23.
I rolled a 23.
A 23. Okay.
Yeah,
So
23 total for an
9
investigation.
plus 4. Ooh. Okay.
Equal.
So here's it goes to defender technically, but it's
Okay.
sort of the way I want to work it is like a grazing hit. So you don't know where he is in terms of you can't directly attack him, but the signature that you're seeing seems familiar. It seems like you were just messing with this person or tracking this person.
Oh, motherfucker. Uh-huh. So he was looking to cut the brakes on that because he thought we might be in it.
Or
Someone.
he's a bounty hunter, and he's going after Bisk's bounty now.
All right.
It's totally okay if he thinks we're in it, because he's wrong, and he can be wrong if it benefits us.
Well, yeah.
I see no issue with letting him continue to do what
Yeah,
he's doing.
no,
as long
keep
as
doing
he's
what you're
successful.
doing. I just want to make sure he can't stop us from doing what we're doing.
Well, so that bears the question then: if you started trying to hack as well, is he going to realize that we're not in it?
Well, I mean, if it suddenly starts falling, is he going to engage the brakes? You know, that's the thing.
It would
Funny.
depend on which one of you has root access.
I have root access. We both have root access, but
Change the password while he's.
I mean, yeah, can I cut off his access?
If you want to try and lock him out, you can, but that's going to be another like opposed check.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. What is use computer again?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
All right.
laughing because this guy is a plus 14 at it, and
That's literally what his plus is a plus 14. He rolled a 9
Alright.
on. That's why he got a 23.
wait, guidance.
What does guidance do?
Plus 4, a D4.
Roll another D4.
Okay.
I can't assist in a hack, can I? I mean,
No.
I have used computer.
But this isn't really something you can help with. Well,
Didn't you see the movie Hackers? They all help.
Fucking okay. Nat 20 on the D20.
oh, okay.
And
okay.
then a 4 on the D4. So
What's your
24
plus?
plus 11. So
35.
35.
35. So he got a nat 20,
Oh, shit. Nice.
but
You
the
beat him
nat
by
20
one.
plus 14 is a 24.
Yeah, you beat him by 1.
Nice.
So
Fuck yeah. Thank you for the guidance.
that's why I started laughing. So
Shit.
I dropped it after rolling a 9, and it dropped on a 20, and I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be okay. So yeah, so no, you beat him, and you can lock him
Holy
out,
shit.
and in a way that he doesn't really realize he's locked out yet. When he
Okay,
goes to
good.
try and do something, his commands won't work. But he hasn't been alerted.
All right, cool. Fucking Cenobite dice for the win.
Right?
Holy
Lucky
shit, dude.
So glad I have guidance at will now.
Yeah, that clutch guidance.
Whew, yeah. 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 Thank you. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
And I think you had to get the 4 too.
I
Yeah.
Because you
did.
beat him by 1, yeah. Nice.
Otherwise, it would have been tie and it would have gone to defender. Holy shit. Hot damn. All right, so he's locked out. So cut those cords. Let's get these fuckers dead, and let's rescue Bisk's mom.
So go ahead. You pull up the camera feed in the elevator just to see Disc. You cut the cord. I'm not gonna make you try. You have a magic weapon. It's not hard. You basically with the karambit slice through the cord. The elevator starts falling. And,
just to be clear, two things. One, I hold the cord above where I'm cutting, since the cord is anchored above me. Not to be confused with that bullshit that happened in season 1 of Shay trying to chop down whatever the fuck that was, and almost falling to her death.
You're good.
Yeah,
you slice the cord. The elevator begins to fall, and you can hear voices go, "Wow, pull the emergency brake!" As the voices fall, and then
the other thing is I took a frag grenade into the top of the elevator.
Just to add insult to injury.
And if you want to, you totally can. As that first smack hits as the elevator slamming into the ground, just a moment later, there's a dull as the dust is slowly starting to rise, begins to rise a little faster up the shaft.
And some person, yes, this is Die Hard. In space!
I mean, we're on a planet, but that's cool.
Yeah, but where's that planet, Luke?
In space!
Yeah.
Worth it.
Let's never try this trick, though, on a space station, because then the elevator will just float there.
Just like, yeah. So yeah, that's one elevator of Minotaur bounty hunters down. And you guys are on the 16th floor.
Damn. Yep. All right, so we just got to make it down one floor.
Yeah, and you can hear something else, some other commotion, like, and you, Dis, you have the comprehend languages on cast, right? How long does that last? If it's more than a minute, we should be good. I think it's like 10 minutes or something like that. But
hold on, I'm finding it. Sorry. Comprehend languages.
No, you're good.
1 hour. 1 hour.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're good. You essentially give me a perception check real quick. You do hear some muffled speech, but it's coming through from somewhere. You can't quite tell where in here from this shaft.
Shaft.
Sorry.
We need a counter played back on.
I know, right?
Ding.
We need a shaft counter.
I believe they call those prostitutes.
Have
14 plus
a
16.
little picture of was it Richard Roundtree pop up playing Shaft? Shaft.
What did you say, Dis?
14 plus 16.
14, so 30. Okay. You hear voices kind of going like, "What was that? Oh, I can't get in contact. Oh, do it now. Do it now." And
Yeah,
so
They're about to
I
breach.
need initiative rolls from everyone just so I can get people on the board.
Well, we'll go with the best one.
Shay, don't forget.
I did not-
I have advantage, I know.
Yay! Sorry. Go ahead.
It's fine.
No, you're good.
It's fine.
18. 13 plus 5.
23.
18.
All right. I would be right back.
13 plus 10.
And you said 20. Sorry, 23.
Just before we get started.
Yeah.
And then
No, You're not allowed to leave, Luke. I've had to pee for 90 minutes.
You have the advantage. Well, if you gotta go, might as well go now.
Who has advantage?
Bryn has advantage on initiative.
Yes. She rolled it.
Oh. Was it in the... I didn't hear.
What'd you get?
I got an 18.
Oh. Oh, wait, so it was the same as Kronos. Okay.
Good job, babe.
Well,
No,
that's why
seriously.
I heard 18, and I was looking for another number. That's what I didn't realize it was a different. And
It's
Brand.
fine. I just yelled at Dis because this is like you have advantage. I was like, I know I have advantage.
Oh,
Hey, I have done my duty to remind you. Duty. It's a big duty.
You made my phone fall. It's how exasperated it was with your joke.
It's from Wreck-It Ralph. Don't be mean.
Candy Crush. Nice.
Candy Crush is awful.
I think we need like a porn bot bomb that we drop on opposing hackers.
Just sends all the porn bots
All the
that show up in
pop-ups.
our chat
Yeah.
over to them.
Just like a shit ton of pop-ups. Live nude works.
Right. Oh, can you imagine like the neural implant, but just fucking pop-ups?
Yeah.
Holy
would suck.
shit! Yeah.
And then the final image they see, remember that fucking weird thing that was embedded in that wall that time?
oh, hey, I was muted.
You were
That weird
muted.
thing that was embedded in that wall that time. What?
Yeah, that huge fucking creature we had to fight that
The
was like,
Miyogi,
yeah,
the
that
pregnant
was,
Miyogi.
Oh yeah.
the last thing will be like the
Holy-
loudest scream we can possibly transmit over a hacked link, and just that image of it, like,
Fucking, rig it to send with like a little bit of like mind sliver or something like that. So it does like 3d6 damage.
the feeling of slime caressing you.
No, I'm good.
You uncontrollably shiver out of your skin.
I thought you were going to say you uncontrollably piss yourself.
Yep.
No.
that too.
Yeah.
I mean, but probably, yeah. I mean, if you're like creeped out to the point you're shivering out of your skin, you're probably gonna piss yourself as well. So,
Welcome back, Luke.
thanks.
Yes. So now that we have everybody's initiative,
Oh my
Dis,
god,
you,
it's Russian orcs. Go ahead.
you were first, Dis. Nothing seems to have happened on by the time you go at the count of 23. Nothing seems to have happened. So you have like a moment to prepare or get into position or do something, or you can kind of hold to see what happens. But
So we're still one floor away from this chick. I can't tell by where you have the map now. How far are we from the stairs?
so let's see. You guys are right here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet to the stairwell. And with your wings, you don't have to like run down the stairs. You can just kind of like loop down, which is like another 15 movement. So
And where is her apartment one floor below us?
this one right here.
And so she's got her
Where are you pointing?
bots. All right. Before this kicks off, I will send a message to her that we are one floor above, heading down. Just tossed an entire elevator full of mercenaries, so be ready.
Heard.
I'll tell you what. I'm a Bamf.
Okay.
What's the empty space in the middle? Because basically I'm trying to
Right
get...
here.
Yeah. Basically I'm trying to... God, that freaked me the fuck out. I'm trying to get in the empty space. I assume that they're about to breach her door, but she has what appears to be several doors there.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Where
want
is
to
her front door? Like,
we don't want her back.
What they're
Oh my
breaching,
God.
what they're breaching, from what you can see, is right here. It looks like they're breaching the elevator wall into her kitchen. Her front door is down
Okay, so they were going to breach through the wall in the elevator, and we just dumped their asses down to the bottom.
But there are other guys talking. I'm trying to figure out where the other talking guys.
But there's two. Yeah, there's two elevators now.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. So we just got rid of one set of motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
This music is killing me.
It is. It is.
Yeah, right.
This is way too tranquil for what's going on right now.
Lullaby. Somebody said smooth jazz, and I had that dreamy floaty thing. So hold on, let me find something better.
Can I send that elevator down like 3 floors, and like maybe lock it there?
So it's not your turn yet.
Well, I
We're
know.
in initiative. It's Dis's turn. I need to figure out what Dis is doing because then something is going to happen on the initiative 20 count before it goes to your turn. So this is why this is
Okay.
important. So Dis.
All right.
Sorry.
Fuck it. Down the stairs to her floor and as close to her door as I can get. I'm not gonna bamf. I'll just fucking fly.
What's your fly movement?
Pretty fly for a dark elf. Where is that? Extras? No,
Oh, you
it's
can
my
move
inventory.
with your bonus. So you could use everything to move. So
All right, my walking movement is 30. Where the fuck are my wings?
There you go. That's better.
You're welcome.
I think you can move
Appreciate
120. So you there. This is sick. I like this music.
Yeah.
Sci-fi
yeah, so you
and
basically
space suspense.
Yeah.
open your wings, zip it to the stairwell, go down the stairwell and out the door into the next floor below, and you start kind of zooming around the elevators towards her door, and then that's your movement. Is there any sort of like free action you want to do, like any sort of like anything you want to tell anybody or anything for this next?
You know what?
Count, just before.
Would I be incorrect in assuming that if I stopped at that other elevator that we have not, plummeted to their death yet, that on the other side of those elevator doors are going to be the guys that are trying to breach in through her apartment?
Yep. Yeah, you do think that.
I do think that.
And
Okay.
one movement would get you here.
Okay.
which
So
would
if
give you
that's
your
my
action
move,
bonus still.
yeah, my action is going to be. God, I don't want to. I don't want to do something that's going to go through this door and then through the wall and then. Can I pry open the doors and toss in a grenade?
You can. That would be all of your action, but you can do
Okay.
that. Now, here's the thing. You have a cool, nifty little rapier that's magic and extendy, right? If
Yeah.
you want, you could try and use the rapier, the magic rapier, to extend the door open, wide enough for you to toss the grenade in with your other hand, and then just basically you can try to shut it again. But what I am going
let's
to
do
need is an acrobatics check from you, just to see how you can maneuver all the little parts of your body to get this done in a quick, succinct 6 seconds. But yeah, no, you can totally do this. And they're going to have disadvantage on their dexterity saving throws, let me tell you.
I mean, they seem to be packed in there like fucking sardines. So.
Sardines, yeah.
Nat 20.
For your acrobatics? Okay. So go ahead and roll damage for the grenade you're choosing.
That's
That
25.
giggle was insane.
It was awesome.
That giggle was like intense.
So what am I rolling? I'm sorry.
So what the damage, whatever the damage is of your grenade, because you.
I'm trying to decide which grenade to use.
Successfully open the door, pop in the grenade,
And
and you get the way the gravity slammers work is gravity slammers are meant to affect like the mass of a person. Essentially, like they're not necessarily going to affect the elevator too much because of like its mass and everything. They're made to like slam people in the shafts of like ships and submarines and shit, or like throw them off a building or some shit. So it's not going to affect the elevator.
I wasn't even thinking gravity slammer. I was thinking either frag, thermite, or disintegration.
Yeah, those are all of those are good choices.
Yeah, none of these are a dex save though.
As this is being decided, Kronos, you get a little message of a winking happy face that pops up in your Neuralink message chat. It's the same chat you had open with the hacker before. Yeah. What grenade?
Fuck it, thermite.
Thermite. All right, go ahead and roll that damage.
With the hacker I had before.
Yeah.
Oh, like he knows that I'm here.
Yeah.
No, he likes
It
you.
seems like he just found out you're there.
He wants to date.
Yes.
He's playing coy.
Playing hard to want,
Uh-huh.
opposed to hard to get. That's okay. 6, 12, 17, 20. That's 46. 35. 35 on 86.
35. Oh, nice. And then what was the 35? You said incinerary, right?
Yeah. No, thermite.
Oh, thermite. Okay.
Yeah,
That's kinda
because not only are they going to take the damage, but hopefully it melts the floor to the elevator and they just, fall through and die.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. This is going to be interesting. So, your turn. You basically pop the grenade in there, and as that goes in, you can see they're doing something in there. It's kind of hard to see because you're looking through a bunch of minotaurs packed in this elevator. And they all kind of turn over their shoulders, see the grenade, and then a couple of them start reacting to try and do something. You hear the thermite go off, and you're like, haha. And then you hear a huge explosion go off that you've heard before. It sounds like a breaching charge. On initiative 20, the breaching charge goes off. And they basically enter the ones
Nice
that are still
music.
alive. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these guys. Go ahead and delete. Boom. Those guys get covered in thermite and are burning and gonna eventually drop to their death. Then they move in and do their stuff. Kronos, technically, you and Bryn, what is your guys' dexterity?
My dex is like flat. The number itself
Just
is
the- just-
16.
Okay,
yeah,
good. That's
16
what I need.
dexterity. Yeah.
18?
18. So, Bryn, technically, you're next.
Yay.
Okay. Oh shit. Can we go through where they just breached?
There's a big pool of thermite burning in the way.
So
But
no.
you technically could. No, you could. It would just, you would have to move through thermite.
I couldn't float over it with my.
I mean, you could, but it's burning in a small elevator space. You
Right.
have to move through, so yeah, it's still gonna be hot. You're still gonna possibly take some damage.
Okay.
Jump.
So where are the people that we're extracting in this apartment?
She's right here. This is the only person you need. Is this this token right there?
Is the one that's around everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Shit, I don't know what to do. Because if I move through thermite, I'm likely gonna. I don't know how much.
You won't take a lot of damage.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
You're tough.
What's
I
the
love it. I
does
love
it say on the grenade what's the burn time?
Oh, let me
It's a
look.
minute or something.
Thermite. As an action, throw 60 feet, 10 feet of a thermite grenade. Con. The area remains hot for 1 minute.
Yep. Okay. What's the D6? You said 3D8 or 48 or something like that?
The damage on the grenade initially is 86.
86. That's what it is. Okay. So I think it's 3D6 then every round after that if you enter the space.
Yeah. You also get a con saving throw with a DC of 13, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Screw it. I'll just charge through there.
All right. So you can take the stairs. Boom, boom. Move through. That is 20. Okay, so go ahead and give me. You have your wings that you're moving, but go ahead and just give me a general athletics check and/or acrobatics to kind of like maneuver through the stairwell with your wings and do it in a way that gives you that doesn't hinder your movement. Because it is technically difficult terrain, but I'm allowing you guys
21.
to your skills. 21. Okay, good. Yeah, so you use just your movement with your fly speed and basically dart your way into the room, open up your wings, and you can see that on either side of you, there's basically 3 large orcs entering the room. Eyes trained on Gorza, but then the 2 to her left side are shooting at the droids that are in the kitchen, seemingly working. And you can see that they're just kind of like doing their thing. But that's what you see when you enter in here. You still have your action and bonus action.
All right, so I guess go for the ones that are going for her.
Okay.
Basically, swing at that one. Yeah, that one right there.
Okay, gotcha.
Swing at him with the Axie.
And go ahead, but before you do that, do you want to rage with your bonus action? Would you like to
Yeah,
rage?
thank you.
And also, I need a constitution save for moving through that space, the hot thermite space. Roll some 3d10.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So I believe that is half. So 6 hot fire damage. And then, yeah, you move through, no hindrance, and you can go ahead with your first attack. And if you want to attack recklessly and get advantage, you can. That's not a bonus action or anything. You can just do that.
So if I attack, my only question is, if I attack recklessly, does that put her in danger?
No, it doesn't. All the only mechanically thing that attacking recklessly does is that you have advantage on your attacks, but other people also have advantage on their melee attacks to hit you. So like you're basically just leaving yourself open to get better hits on people, but you're not like endangering other people.
Yeah.
Well, then we're gonna do that because that sounds
Okay.
like a good plan.
You bite your lip, go into your rage, or click your little your shocking rage button, and
And I have advantage to hit.
yes, with reckless. Yep.
And
Well,
besides,
that
you already
did fuck all.
took damage by going through the thermite, so
Oh yeah, that
You're
doesn't
great.
matter. Yeah.
I wasn't worried about the rage. I was worried about the reckless. So I rolled and then I rolled again and I got the exact same.
Oh no.
So I got a 17.
17 hits.
Good. Bastards.
They are armored and they have some kind of like armor on, but it's not power armor. Seems to be some sort of like synthetic material of some kind. Cheaper armor, but still armor.
All right.
Is it metal?
No.
damn it.
Some other type of polymer. Some other type of polymer. I mean, you could technically still use like heat metal on it if you wanted to.
That's exactly what
I
I
mean,
was
that's
thinking
yeah.
for Luke.
That's
There's, it's like a synthetic material. It technically has metal like woven in there, but so
I'm sorry, Shay. Go ahead.
26 damage, 10 of which is fire.
26 damage. Okay, so that first one, boom, you slam into his back and actually drop him. Seems like the fire damage they took from the thermite bomb or grenade they weren't expecting, and first guy drops dead. Boom. This guy is still within reach, so
Okay.
you could still attack him if you wanted to with your second attack.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Good luck,
And
babe.
we're gonna take that second roll of 28 to hit him.
Yeah, we are.
Why? Why is damage so garbage? So it's 16 damage overall, 8 of which is fire.
Okay, so this one not as hard as the last hit, but you basically continue your swing over to him and like lodge it through the synthetic armor on his chest, like into the rib cage, kind of in between two of the ribs. And you kind of sink it in good. Just kind of hold it there, like looking at him. He kind of like looks over at you and then trains his rifle up over, or doesn't train it. He drops the rifle and goes. Looks like he's moving for a more melee weapon. some kind of hammer that's hanging from his hip. And then Kronos, it is your turn after that.
All right.
Same. You have your fast movement, so you could go the same way. Same thing though. You'd have to move through the thermite, take the 3d10 fire damage possibly, or half of it, to get into the room that way.
Right. How much space is between, like, if I were going in the not the elevator, the stairwell, in the stairwell, from the landing between 16 and 15, how much space is between that and, like, the ground?
And the ground?
Like the ground of her apartment. I mean, like, what a 10-foot radius,
The
like a
space
10-foot
between
sphere.
2 floors.
Yeah, the space between 2 floors. How much space am I looking at?
So I think that's about 13 to 15 feet, I believe.
Yeah. An industrialized building, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Could you draw me a 10-foot radius just so I can see what it looks like?
It's 2 of those squares.
Yeah, it's
2 of those
technically-
squares?
Oh, a 10-foot radius is going to
2 by
be 2 by 2. So
Oh,
real quick.
yeah. No, a 10-foot radius is a 20-foot diameter, so it's 4 squares across.
Let me double check what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, that'd be a 4x4.
Okay. 60 feet, yeah. Yeah. 10-foot, yeah, 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point that, okay.
Don't kill her.
No, that's not what I'm
I
looking
know.
to do.
I'm just moving around so you can see.
All right, go up.
Where do you want to drop it on?
Like, I want to blow a hole in, like, the corner of the stairwell so I can go through that way. And if I can take out, like into her apartment.
So if you want to, you don't have to necessarily blow because the stairwell is here. That's the stairwell.
Oh, what's that right next to her like, I guess, kitchen? Or
these are
that's the
elevators.
elevator shaft.
So you've got 3 elevators here, 2 elevators, and a stairwell, and then the same thing over here. You got.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
But you could just shatter this wall right here and get through. I know what you're trying to do now. You could just shatter here. Boom. And since you're just trying to break a hole in the wall with it, you're not damaging, like, people or anything like that. Shatter, that's how shatter works. You can just do it. So, boom.
Okay.
It is your action or whatever the action economy is.
Let's
It's still
see.
there, but it just happens. If you want to hit someone, you could try and, like, you know.
Yeah, I was trying to maybe get that one orc, but not hit Shay, obviously. But yeah.
So you were trying to get the space in between the elevators?
Yeah, but that wouldn't, because then he would still have to pry this door open. So it wouldn't really serve that
I didn't realize that was an elevator.
Yeah.
I thought that
It's
was
all
like
good.
the
A
stairwell. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Frog G, that's funny.
Let's see.
I got the pun.
Then
That's where I draw the line.
it's an action.
I don't even
The
draw
shape of
lines.
Action.
The shape of things to come.
So, bonus action. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll run down, but instead of, like, running through the thermite, I'm gonna misty step to the opposite side of that one that's, like, right next to her. Right, yeah,
This guy?
right there. Yep.
Okay.
Actually, I could misty step where I'm not in direct
then
because I
with
have
that-
Polar Master. Right, I could be one square away from him and still use melee.
You could
Okay,
misty
then
step
that's what I'll do. Yeah.
Yeah, you could be here or or here. It's somewhere that's away from. If you're right here, you get both these guys kind of.
Okay. Yeah, that works. All right, cool. And then I will. So I still have my action,
And yeah, you
right?
have your action. So.
All right. Then I will use my action to attack. All right. Oh God.
Nice,
I'm
and you
just
get
looking at
2
this on
since you're using your scythe.
Yeah.
Just don't hit her.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Lightning bolt.
Crazy. Yeah.
All right. So.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Woodrow.
18 plus 11 to hit, so 29.
29 is going to hit.
Oh, shit. I don't have my other dice out. And there go the hit
Oh
bonus.
my god, ow.
Don't hurt yourself, Woodrow.
Cannot
No, I
wait
didn't.
until all this shit is organized again.
Oh,
So
I know that
1d10
feeling.
plus 6. 1d10.
It's so funny, Shay. I was getting ready to send you a DM, and then I realized it's the exact same thing that I had sent you a few minutes ago.
Oh, nice.
13.
Sorry, I was pulling.
13.
13?
Yeah,
You're good.
7 plus 6.
Okay, so if you
Yeah.
want, you can make your second attack. The first guy doesn't go down.
Yeah.
Just consider
And-
it times 2.
Yeah. I'll attack the same guy. So this one is a 14 plus 11, so 23 to hit.
Noise. Hits.
And where did that D10 go?
That was a good use of Misty Step, too.
Thanks, man. 6, so that's 11 for damage that
11?
time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, so that time, the sonic scythe that you have just goes right through like butter, and that one is no longer a threat.
Nice.
Boom, there we go.
And I believe that's my turn.
That's my turn.
That's my turn.
And then you get a little you get a little message on your from the hacker that says,
Yeah.
"Now let the games begin." And the droids
I sent him a message
start
back.
moving in.
He's hacking
Don't
the droids.
fuck with us. You're gonna regret this.
There's a lot of droids in there.
Uh-huh.
There are droids surrounding you right now.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna die, Honky.
Oh,
Oh,
You're
trust
gonna
me.
die.
Many have tried. None have
These-
succeeded.
Those are her droids.
these aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah.
Those are somewhat nice droids.
What is your AC, Kronos? I believe it's a
20.
20.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so those actually miss. That one hits though with a 26. So
Okay.
okay. This one, it just comes running over and essentially like grabs a knife from the kitchen counter and just starts running at you and goes and starts trying to stab the other ones. Come up from behind and try and grab you, but you move and turn away from them, and then you see the other one coming with the kitchen knife right at the last second, and it just sinks it into your arm, and you take 6 piercing damage.
The droids?
All right.
Yeah.
And I will cast
What?
Hellish Rebuke on the droid.
Oh, nice. Okay, and that's a reflex save or Constitution?
Yeah, it's a Dex save.
Dex. Okay, so a 7
18.
on the die.
Yeah.
18. Okay,
Yeah.
so there.
18,
Go ahead and roll
yeah.
damage.
All right. So 1d10, 2d10, 3d10. Ah.
I was muted, but I did it with you, Luke.
Plus another 5, so 10. 10 total out of 3 dice.
10 total out of 3 dice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you hellish rebuke that droid for 10 fire points. And you can see its form starts to glow and get hot as it holds the knife there in your arm, but the eyes just sort of train on you. And the droid's voice basically goes, "Are we having fun yet?" And then it goes to Dis, it's your turn. Or sorry, no, it's Gorza's turn this time actually. You see she goes picks up the cigar, put it to her mouth, puts it in and bites it on it with her teeth, and picks up the Brute Dynamics rifle. Goes, "It's been a while since I've had any fun." And she goes to start blasting the Minotaurs. Oh, come on, Gorza.
Minotaurs
First attack-
or orcs?
The Minotaurs. She's
Oh,
blasting
okay.
the Minotaurs.
Okay.
The only orc is her.
Okay.
So the first one, she sort of starts to shoot the wall, and she goes, "Oh, it's been a while," and she corrects it and starts shooting the Minotaur next to you, Bryn. And you can see that the bullets hit it and start hitting the window and breaking it. Let's see if she can do enough to kill it.
Gorza's battle music right here.
Nice.
Dig it.
So that's 6, so 9 plus 7, 16. There we go. So she basically guns down the other one that you were about to hit, or that you had put your axe into, Bryn, and the window behind it breaks, as she just keeps laying on him with auto fire and blows him out the window. Dis, it's your
Nice.
turn.
Okay,
And you
so
can
which
hear-
one just died?
The one close. Oh, so yeah, good call. Thank you. The one closest to just got blasted out the window.
Dead.
Okay, the other two that are in a line, I'm going to shoot with my rifle.
Ooh, nice.
Well, if they're going to line up, I'm going to use my 50 BMG. Alright, so... Let's see here, it is a plus 7. So 14 plus 7 is 21. So I need to roll a hit for both?
No. Let's see. No, I make a dex save on the second attack, I think. Whoa. What did you hit to roll the hit? 21?
Yeah.
Plus advantage. Oh. Nope, even with advantage, that's not going to get much. Okay.
Yeah, basically I'm not trying to shoot them with separate bullets. I'm trying to shoot through one and hit
With
the
same.
other.
Yeah, heard. So go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, I'm just going to do this on my
As
sheet.
some person, everyone takes out their glow sticks of destruction plus.
Plus 6.
Plus 6.
34?
34. Damage?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, basically you scan them with the scope, tuck around, aim at the wall, looking through it with the optics on the gun, and just blam, blast a hole through both those Minotaurs, dropping them. Because even at half that damage, it's going to take out the second one.
No, the cheat.
So, that is your attack. And bonus to scan with the scope. You still have your movement. Whoa.
Let's see here.
I mean, if you can get eyes. Well, I mean, there's only one dude left, and then the two that are down the hall, right?
There's
You might
there's
turn the music
3
down.
droids, 1 dude. What are those 2 other icons over
That are down the
to
hall, yeah.
my west?
You will see.
Okay.
They're about there. I
no.
I clicked them on because your turn was about to end, so. They're coming up on the next initiative count.
Okay.
You ever seen Smoking Aces?
I think so, actually. I don't remember what you're talking about, but I think so.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie actually.
Bunch of bounty hunters, assassins go after one target at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's like what
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
in the end of John Wick.
Ah, God, it's so hard not to metagame now and just stay there.
You can.
I was gonna say, why not just stay there? Stay where you are, because
How big is the breach hole through the elevator shaft? Like, do I have a pretty good lay of the land of the apartment?
Oh yeah, it blew out at least the whole 5-foot panel section that they just stacked in. It's technically a little bit bigger, like 10 foot wide. You can see through. It's just in the middle of that wall.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I mean, I obviously have no problem shooting through walls, so,
Yeah, you have that gun that's made to shoot through tank armor and hit people, so you're good.
okay. I'll stay
And the
then.
ammo to do it. So at the end of your turn, you hear "Suckabliet," and these guys come running out and they slide
What'd you
up
say
to
about
that.
my mama?
They slide up to that sort of seat that's right there with the hologram panel above it, and they start looking down at the wall, and they don't seem to notice you right away, So they're looking at the door, and then they sort of look over and see you at the last moment. But they use their turn to double move, so you think that they have much action left. Than the other bounty hunters. Okay. Interesting. Bryn. Okay, so Dis, you're the only one who's gonna be able to understand this. Bryn, you hear a Minotaur say something as he runs past you for the window. You can make an attack of opportunity if you want. Dis, you hear someone say a Minotaur, "This turned out to be much more trouble than it was worth."
I just transmit to the group. He said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about hitting him then. Like, he's bye. Good move.
Bye,
Right.
Felicia.
I'm just like, you want to play? Like, as he jumps out the window.
Yeah, as you're looking, Bryn, you see a little parachute open, and he starts moving down to the city.
Jumped out the building.
Hey,
You
he's got his
know,
priorities straight.
That's not a bad
Let's
idea.
do it.
We should just grab her and
Everyone-
get
Yes,
back to the ship.
yes.
I was gonna say everyone should know when to bail. So
You got to know when to
Okay.
hold them,
and know when to.
know when
hold.
to know when to walk away, and know when to
Yeah.
base jump.
Yeah, I've got a kitchen knife in my arm right now, and a couple of irritating droids. So if you guys want to do something to help, or at least grab Mama and get her out of here.
Couple 3 droids.
And it is your
you
turn,
know.
Bryn, because you have the higher dexterity. Oh, excuse
Yeah.
me, dexterity. Someone's choked.
So, I'll grab her and be like, all right, we're gonna go out the other hole that Kronos made, as opposed to dragging her through. Well, no, Thermite
no,
should be done by now, right?
No. It's a minute.
No?
Still going.
Well,
Yeah.
then we're going out the other hole.
I didn't do that.
Oh,
I
you
I
didn't,
bust-
that's right.
I came through.
You can go out the window and go
I-
up with your
There's a
wings.
window.
That's true. I could hold her. Wait. Yeah, I'm strong enough, right? I'm strong enough to carry an orc and fly.
Okay, so
So
you
so
do
I
that,
fly up and he's parachuting down. I'm like, bye. like, what?
and you hear, no, you don't. Do 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 do.
Oh, you
Scores up,
bitch ass.
tears his parachute up with the brute dynamic
I was
rifle
gonna
that she
say.
has, and he begins to plummet.
You could 1d4
She's
fireball
like, "Fuck you!"
onto the parachute too. Remember?
I'm like, all right, mama, that's cool. And I transmit to both. And I was like,
I like how you
fly
just
back to the
left.
ship.
This is left Kronos. Yeah. Anyway, Kronos, it is your
Yeah.
turn.
He'll be fine.
He said
Um,
you could either help me or get her out. I chose to
Yeah.
get her out. Let's
Good,
not,
get her
let's not
out.
drag this on.
You can
Good.
dimension door.
What if other
Because-
people show up? He
Because,
can Misty Step or he can Dimension Door. I can't do either.
Thunderstep.
Yep, my dude. Woodrow knows what I'm going to do. I'm going to thunderstep the fuck back out. Yeah. Yep. So let's
Come on,
see.
Zai. Or Dis.
Yeah, I'll actually thunderstep back out where I guess where Dis is, or I can still see where I came in at from where I'm at, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, then I'll thunderstep out there. Let's see.
All right.
Directly in front of the other enemies. That's cool.
And you can go ahead and just roll damage for me.
Okay.
Because I was curious what that total is. You might just blast these androids to bits.
3d10.
It's a thunder damage, right?
Yeah, it's a con save. 18.
I'll be right
Her.
back.
Okay.
The
Heard her.
pterodactyls are angry.
6.
I thought
2.
that was just the music.
Oh, 24 total
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
That's an average
You,
roll of 8 on each die. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I got 2 7s and an 8. Yeah.
bamf. And as you appear behind Dis, you sort of look up and you see that there is this man in a tracksuit and holding a rifle pointed down the hallway, and he looks over at you and he goes, cocks his head as he sees you. He's got this particular squat as he's taking aim.
Squat.
Okay.
But you still have your. That your
Yeah.
bonus with this thunderstep.
No, that was my action. So I still have my movement.
Okay, so you can. Yeah, you could spirit shrouds, hex, anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. I guess I'll definitely pop my spirit shroud. And how far away are? Well, I can't.
10, 20, 30, 40. This guy is 50 feet away.
The closest one is 50 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, line them up better for me. That's perfect, Woodrow. Making this better and better.
Hang on.
No.
Spirit shroud. Okay.
Oh, by the way, Shay, Bryn has a clicker to disarm the electrified outsides of the ship. You have a clicker. Yeah.
Understood.
Okay.
It does like face scan recognitions, like face not recognized. I'm like, bitch! I knew that this disguise was too good.
Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. By the way, don't take a punch to the face because the swelling will throw it off too.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right, so I mean, basically they've got line of sight on me no matter where I go.
Unless you go into the stairwell behind you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then for the sake of not getting shot immediately, yeah, I will kind of duck into the stairwell, so I have some offensive capabilities when shit pops back around.
You take some cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Remember,
you have right here.
Ps.
You can take 3/4 cover.
Say again. I'm sorry.
3/4 cover.
Okay.
I said remember the 5 Ds.
So the plus
dodge,
5.
duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
And dodge.
Yeah. Hey man, that's how do you think you survive a Dark Souls game? Dodge roll.
Ooh, nice. Good music
Woodrow,
transition.
you played the first Dark Souls, didn't you?
This is continued chase scene.
No, not the first one.
Oh, okay. The first one had this ring you could get if your load was light enough that you would literally do a backflip to do a dodge roll, and it was fucking great. The Darkwood Grain Ring, like it was
Dark
fucking amazing.
Souls was all about just dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll, hit,
Yep.
dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll, hit.
That is correct. It's a
And then the
formula
best
that
part is
fucking
when you're like-
works.
When you go to dodge roll and the guy rolls into you and swings and it doesn't hit you, but it pushes you just enough for you to fall off the edge of something and you
Woodrow,
die
how tall
anyway.
is this building?
Praise the sun, y'all.
It's 25 stories.
Okay, so 10
50
times,
billion feet.
10 times 15. So the roof level is 150 feet above us. Got it. Ish.
Yeah, from where you're at. I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. And then the droids and the Succabliette boys do their thing. And then it is your turn, Dis.
What are they actually doing?
They
The
basically
two
just engaged. They're trying to shoot the robots that are attacking their homies down in the lower angle. This guy right here, though, is like trying to figure out how he can fight off this droid and deal with you guys. And he's kind of like, you assume he's communicating with his men, but it's probably over some network.
What's that big fucking label you have over the top of me right now?
Out of order. I figured it was
Nice. I am. I agree.
I mean, Bryn's headed up to the roof. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So if you stand next to me, I could dimension Doris up to the roof. Like it's got enough range, unless you have a different plan.
I was gonna fall back into the stairwell, like where you are, and then put a booby trap there.
Go for it.
and
Do
then
it.
you mentioned Doris out. Wait, who's the next to act? It's Bryn, and
You.
then you.
You, then Bryn, then Kronos, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna fall back and do that. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to remember if my 500-foot thing is just me, or if I can take one willing person.
That's one. You can take one willing person with that one.
Then I'm
yeah,
gonna
there you go.
find whatever equipment it's on and use one charge of that, and just put us on the roof.
Heard. Understood.
Works.
Preferably the side of the roof directly above where Bryn is flying up. That way we can kind of cover her with any ranged weapons or spells that we have, just in case she runs into trouble on the flight up.
Gotcha. Understood. Yeah, so you basically teleport, boom, boom. You guys are up on the roof. Essentially right near Kronos, your vehicle. If you guys want to just load up and start moving, you can.
Yeah, fuck it. This
Kronos,
building gets
you
what
go
it deserves.
Hang on. Before we
Yeah.
get in the ship, I want to do a scan of my ship to make sure Laughing Boy hasn't tried to fuck around.
Because he's gonna find out.
Damn right.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll a use computer or investigate. Either one actually would work for this.
Is
I'll
it?
use
Are we going
computer.
to Dis's ship or are we going to Kronos' ship?
Wait, I thought
Kronos
I
is
thought
right
we
now.
just parked
Dis
ship.
drove.
Yeah, Dis drove.
Yeah, so it's my
Okay.
ship, so I'm gonna see.
Yeah, you
Thank
see
you.
if your ship. I mean, it's Elven tech, so
How
It's Elven Tech, and I left the clicker on.
So the way that would work is he knows of Kronos' ship. The Elven tech can't be hacked the same way you have to be a psionic user to hack Elven tech. That's like one of the
so
protections.
we should
Okay,
check
but
Kronos' ship when we get
anyway.
back to it.
Yeah.
it's connected to Dis's ship. Remember? So yeah, I'll continue to do my use computer to check my ship.
Okay.
17 plus 11, so 28. Yeah. Use computer
28?
plus 11, yes. 17 plus 11, 28, yep.
All right. It doesn't seem that he has found a way to get into your ship. He has been attacking it. You're assuming just because he's been sending you messages, but he doesn't seem that he's got anything in there.
So he's
Can
just
I,
like angry baby trying to get into his ship. He's like, "Let me in! Let me in!"
Well,
Can I run a trace on him?
in a hacking
Oh.
sense, yeah.
You actually have been running the trace on him. If you would
Excellent.
like, you have more information as he's been sending you messages. If you would like
Yeah.
to plug that in and update your trace software, you can.
I
Just go
would,
ahead and
actually.
go ahead and give me a use computer check.
All right.
Plus the fact that he's got to be sending, remote signals galore to these fucking robots.
Yep. 13 plus 11, so 24. 24.
24. Okay.
Yes, 24.
So it does. It actually takes a little bit of time, but you start working with the extra information, and you eventually get a ping back on Osis, and it's surprisingly close to the ping you got to meet Bisk. Not the same area, or not the same exact
Right.
location, but the same area. And with your insight, you're getting the sense that he's probably not after his mother. He's probably hoping this isn't a distraction big enough that he can catch Bisk off guard in some way, shape, or form. But you have his location, and he seems to be right near Bisk, so yeah.
So maybe give Bisk a heads up and see. if
Yeah,
he'll
that's
move.
what I'm thinking. So we are safely aboard Dis's ship now with Mom.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yes.
All right. Then I will send a message to Bisk. We have retrieved.
We've retrieved the target.
What was her name?
have the package.
Gorza.
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 Where's that?
We've retrieved Gorza, and we are headed back. Just a little heads up: we've been dealing with a little hacker piece of shit that's been a giant thorn on our side. I've managed to trace him back to this location. He's awfully near you. He might be coming after you. I don't know. So, just a heads up. Figured you might like that information.
Thank you. I'll have to pay him a little visit. Wouldn't want him
Please.
to catch us by surprise.
Please give him my highest regards.
Will do. See you soon.
See you soon.
Very
And
nice.
then-
Already.
As you guys are getting ready to try and avoid the blockade again, you do get a ping on your sensors disc. There seems to be a ship that started to tail you and approach when it seems to stop and just kind of like change direction and start doing something else. The behavior seems erratic and strange.
I
But
just got this like image of like, you know, in the old school Looney Tunes where like a ship would be like tailing and then somebody would turn and look at it and then the entire plane would be like doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm not
Start, like,
doing anything.
kicking a can.
Yeah. What
but,
kind of ship is it?
Interesting.
It seems to be a like a hauler, a freighting ship.
It seems to be.
But it does. You notice that when you scan it, it's heavily decked out with like hidden artillery. But it just stops. There seems to be no one controlling it in terms of like there seems to be an autopilot that has taken control out of nowhere. And Kronos, you get a little ping that says, "I've made contact with our little guest. He's been unplugged."
Excellent. Appreciate
yeah.
it.
I'm a little concerned that he was tracking us while we were stealthed.
Yeah.
Well,
Cronus, you might want to
he's a
look for
hacker.
a bug on your ship. That's great. He can't hack my ship, so...
No, I know
Yeah.
he can't hack, but there are cameras everywhere.
My
Yeah.
ship is stealthed. It is invisible.
Uh-huh. I scanned my ship. There was nothing. He couldn't get into my ship.
I'm saying a physical, like, a magnetized bug stuck under your wheel well.
Woodrow, would a scan like that not?
You would have picked something up if it had been there, yeah.
Yeah.
With that kind of scan.
So I mean,
No, I
there's.
said we tear your ship apart. There's something.
I mean, maybe there's something magnetized to the outside of your ship. Shit.
My ship isn't magnetic. And it's electrified.
Yeah.
So, like I said, invisibility isn't like an automatic, you can't see it. If someone is aware you have that capability, there are things that can search out and find that or see through it. There's also true sight. There are all kinds of ways. But
no, it's definitely my ship.
It is. My ship is cold, like my heart.
Shocking.
Yeah, so I guess we'll stealth our way back towards Bisk. Bren, you're healed.
also, I'm going to need
Oh,
the
yeah.
piloting checks again, and you still would have advantage with the guidance.
A 16 or an 18. I will take the 18.
And of course, I'll assist. So.
28. Oh, you need 3.
Okay.
Sorry.
So that beats the first one, so no DCs change.
4 or 19. So 29.
29.
6 or 16 is 26.
Ooh, okay, yeah, 16. So you went. That was 2 or was that 3? That was
26 was the final roll.
The final one, okay.
Hey, 6 a.m.
What's up,
Mark?
6?
Hey, what's
Good
up?
to see ya.
It's a real person hanging out.
There we go.
I'm saying because 6 is never around, so he's like a fictional character until he
Oh,
sometimes shows up and
Unicorn.
says
mythical
Yeah.
6 a.m. has.
hello. Yes.
Gotcha. I thought you were shitting on our viewer.
No, our viewers are awesome. I love our viewers. Look at him. He's like, hey, just say it's 6. You can come hang out on a Friday once in a while.
With those checks, though, you do make it out of the blockade around Felondir, no problem. And
I fly
where
casual.
Fly casual. What is the goal? Just going back to Osis right now to drop her off, or right? That's where we're headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys do eventually get back to Osis. Make your way to Bisk's virtual hotel or virtual casino, and when you get in there, it's a 2-story, kind of run down bar, but when you go in, you can see that there's all these virtual sort of game boards and things that people are putting around their head and sitting at a booth. But when you go in, you're contacted by a woman with sort of large black eyes with no pupils and tendril hair, similar to the boss you saw earlier, Kronos, when you went with Renage, but this is just a different woman, completely blue skin. She seems to be the barkeep here, and she sees you and seems to know who you are, like she's been briefed, and she says like, oh, they're up having their card game. They're expecting you.
Well,
Mrs. Modoc. She's like, hey, Mrs. Modoc, and Gorda's like, good to see you. Take me to my son. She just sort of like looks around disapprovingly at the place.
I never liked that he was in this business.
Someone's gonna get an ear grip here in a second.
Yeah.
He's like,
Poor
I don't
guy.
approve. I don't approve.
Come on.
We'll escort her up to Bisk.
So you escort her up, and you get to the top floor, where you see another kind of like little bar, and there's a cat bartender, and he's just sort of like waves his hand to a door, and that door opens, and inside you can see that there's a little group of criminals essentially sitting around a table. One of them's a little gnome, seems to be dealing, and then Bisk and the other people seem to be sitting there. I'm just looking real quick. Yeah.
So we can walk in and be like, hi, Bisk, we got your mommy.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make me a like a perception check or intimidation or something. Just some kind of charisma check, because I'm kind of curious. I want to see how that comes off. And I want
My baby reads the room so well.
So you want me to do perception, you said?
No, he's a lobster, some person.
Persuasion, performance,
Okay.
just charisma. You can just use your charisma. But what are you trying to
I got a
accomplish? Are you trying to like
14.
embarrass Bisk?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Lobster bisque.
I just kind of turn and look to the side a little bit.
I just maintained a giant smile.
And I rub my eyebrow.
Y'all haven't caught on. This is part of my shtick. Everyone thinks that I'm a clueless, ditzy whatever, and then I bust out Fireball and engulf them all, and it's fine.
Meteor.
Well, listen. You gotta have the straight man to the funny. So you know,
Yeah,
you gotta play
exactly.
it off.
So y'all being exasperated by me works.
Yes. It's our dynamic.
Yeah, Bisk. We've got.
So,
We've brought who you've asked us to bring.
as
Yeah, your mommy.
Fuck's sake.
you come in and Bryn hits the room with that, we got your mommy. And there's sort of like a quiet that hits the room, and just a sigh that no one does, but everyone hears and feels, even though it wasn't actually physically made. Gorza steps in after you, Kronos, after you all have entered, and then you're like, yeah, we brought who you said. And she's like, so you're still doing this thing, huh? I guess this is how you pay for my apartment in my security, she says as she does air quotes with her voice, that you provide. I swear, Victor's mother doesn't have to put up with this stuff. I'll be at the bar if you need me. And she sort of walks out past you and goes to the bar where the cat was, who kind of waved you and opened the door. And then
See, Frog G gets me.
as she leaves behind, and Bisk looks at you and goes, and you can see Bisk, he's an orc, but he's got like ears that go out to the side that are pretty long, and he's got like fur instead of green skin, and he's brown colored. There is another like lizard person sitting at the table, kind of almost has like a dragon-esque look to them, and then there's the gnome dealing and a rock person sitting in another chair. And Bisk just kind of looks up past his cards at you and goes, rubs one of his eyes. You can see the stress is getting to him. He's like, I thought having her back here would be less stressful. But I could see that I was
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, buddy.
I mean,
Um,
just be real though, dude. When is having your mom, who disapproves of the entirety of your lifestyle, around?
That's awesome. It's an awesome
Yeah.
time.
Is it? When your
This
mom
is why I left
actively
home.
disapproves of everything that you do.
Well, mine disapproved of you, so I left.
Well, maybe she'll get, used to being here, and it'll smooth out
She'll
over
just get
time.
She'll just get.
Believe me,
It'll be
I'll be setting her up a new place immediately as fast as I can. And her being drunk is not better, and no, it's not fine. But here's what we promised, or here's what I promised. And he basically transmits you the 60,000 credits that he promised. And he goes,
Awesome.
I also have some other matters I would like to talk to you about before you leave, if you don't mind. Fellas,
Certainly.
if you would give us the room, and the other three get up out of the room and leave you in there with him.
Do they leave their money?
Hit.
Do not get us in
Can we
trouble
not steal
with
from a bunch
Alright,
of
I
strangers,
roboted.
please?
leave the money on the table. Yes.
I'm just asking, did they leave their money?
There's just chips. There's chips on the table, yeah. A representation
Yeah.
of money, maybe, but they don't. You don't think like.
No.
Yeah. But there, it is on the table. He kind of looks at you, and his eyes look you over and change from like, annoyed to very serious. And he goes, I've been looking over some interesting files I got from our little friend.
Yeah.
And he shows you, and it's clips of different conversations and stuff that you've had while on your ship. And the parts, the clips that are there are discussion about the collapse of the universe when you're away from everyone in the rebel base, talking about like how to bring it to them, essentially. And Biz kind of looks at you, and he goes like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. And
Yeah.
How's that
That's-
going
What do
for
you-
you?
That's a fun one.
No, in Minecraft. It's all hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem. I would like a way out too. If all this is real, and
Understandable. Ed, do I get the sense that is he still following his programming, or is he kind of aware?
so give me an insight roll. I know you have a high insight, but this will actually need pretty high check.
Let's see.
Otherwise, you'll have an approximation.
Insight. Okay. So plus a 12. Let's see. 18 plus 12. So what is that?
30?
Is that a dirty
It's a
30?
30, yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty 30. So you can tell that the spark is in his eye, and you think that seeing the information maybe have what woke him up because of how he's acting. It just all seems very fresh information to him.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the sense when you look into like the game code to just kind of use this as part of your check. You can see that this whole mission with the hacker, it's part of one of the threads for the main game. It's a side quest where when the character starts, it seems like there is a bounty that is attached to them at the start of the game.
Right.
So if they ever do any bounty hunting missions and show up at the office, it triggers this whole event. And so
Gotcha.
it seems like he was following programming up until maybe he saw whatever it was on that hacker's computer.
Okay, right up until I told him to go check out the hacker, and then he took out the hacker.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, well, that's what I was just looking at, the code. So, I mean, there's no Manos code in him. He's just kind of sort of
Are you
been...
making a statement or asking a question?
I am asking a question, I guess.
Oh, okay.
There is no Manos code in him?
Not like there is in you, and not any more than there is in the ambient world around than there is in
Right.
everyone else. Yeah. So
Okay.
seems to be like everyone else that you've encountered, the rebels and those people.
All right. We are running out of room on the space station. How much more room do we have up on the asteroid? Or
We have too many
Well,
people
rebel base.
apart.
You say, assuming you're not taking like all the orc troops with you and that, and you're just using them for like the assaults and stuff, and you're only taking the people who are like sentient with a spark that you've listed already, because we made that list or whatever. You have a good amount of room left for some people, like sentient numbers, like maybe like 15, 16 more people who are sentient.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
if you were to try to take like a bunch of people, you'd stack up pretty quick. But 16 more
Sure.
people, you'd have
We can
room
order
for
some
them all to
bunk beds.
live.
So I
Yeah.
mean, Bisk. Obviously, Bisk would want to get his mom out as well. So Bisk and his mom.
Bisk's mom has got it going on.
I mean, she did just straight up murk that last dude. It was like, nah, fuck you, bitch. Boop, 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 boop.
Well, I mean, they were coming to kill her. So I mean, I totally
She
understand
just
it.
got it going on. She's like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not like.
And
live.
listen, to be fair, having a mobster on our side in the new universe might be helpful, especially.
Or it might be very detrimental.
I mean, do you really think he's gonna turn on us once he gets free?
Do you really think that mobsters have any loyalty to anything other than themselves?
I mean,
They're kind of morally ambiguous creatures by nature. I don't really feel like.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, listen. If he didn't have any kind of loyalty whatsoever, he would have left his mom to burn.
While they're having this debate, I say that.
If you could, put a failsafe into his brain that if
But-
he decides to fuck
Ooh.
with us, we just pop him. That'd work. Then I'm
You
good
wanna
with it.
you wanna do some kind of self-destructing brain implant?
Yes, I do.
So
Jesus.
he does.
Holy shit, babe.
He
Yeah,
does
I
at
don't-
some point. Oh, go ahead. Okay, so he does at some point ask you to explain the whole situation in more detail.
Mhm.
And if you choose to do that, you don't have to role play everything you say, but if you do choose to basically give him everything you know about the situation in terms of the transition into the reality and all that.
Oh no,
Um,
not everything we know.
Not everything, but
Well-
enough to where he can understand
I'm
what's
just
going
gonna use
on.
some charts and diagrams to. Here's this bubble. It's gonna pop.
So, if we're gonna explain it to him, then we can also explain to him if he did double cross us on the other side. I personally will pop him.
lost her loyalty. This is true.
Slowly turn up the heat. Then they don't panic.
No, they just scream at some point, although it's just escaping air.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
God, I
At least
want lobster
crawdads do. I don't know about lobsters.
No, they do.
Didn't need to hear it.
Oh.
steak
But when
and
you
lobster.
do steak and lobster, surf and turf. When you offer that, he looks at you and he goes, "Okay, how about 90? Me for a ticket for me and my mom." Because you said 2 tickets. I'm guessing that's what you meant, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I assumed. I mean, if he
Yeah.
wants to negotiate for
I mean, he
Me,
just
me and my cat.
yeah, right.
well, then the price just went up
Mom
because
can
you're leaving
stay,
your
she
mom
done
to
pissed
die.
me off.
Right.
No, he wants to take his mom. Yeah.
Here's an interesting question. Is his mom reading full-on NPC, or is there any spark in her? Kronos.
I guess I'll hide. What do I see when I look at mom?
She's got it going on.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a roll. Just make sure you don't get a natural 1 on her, and then you can use
Right.
the 30.
What am I using? Insight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good
Yes.
idea.
Okay.
Lobsteroids.
16 plus 12. So
28.
28. Thank
So
you.
yeah, that almost just as good. There's not a spark in her like there is Bisk, but she's not any worse off than what the pirates were. She's not like full on. You can't communicate with her because like some people you may have tried to talk to her her talking
Right.
on the streets. We'll go into that, like sort of repeating that very game NPC video game thing. But
Right.
she's seems to be mostly there, just not completely sentient. That soul, that spark isn't there.
Not yet, anyway. All right.
Yeah. And you don't know
Damn it, sorry.
what the like effects of the transition are on that, like, because the first time you guys jumped into the real world, Kirby was still in a avatar body, so his consciousness and the consciousness of Dis and Bryn had to be uploaded to your smart computer, and then they had to have those chimera bodies crafted by Kirby
3D printed.
reprogram them. Yeah, well, it's genetically modified, but yeah, it's essentially kind of like a 3D printing, just mutated, accelerated mutation, and then so that will still need to be done for these people to give them real bodies and or put them in androids or something, android approximate the constructs. But
Right.
but you think that carrying over as an NPC won't necessarily hurt them. It's just that they'll have to wake up on the other side, as opposed to being kind of almost ready for that transition. They'll be waking up on the other side as like a fresh new world, you know.
Right.
So
Okay. Well, maybe
it-
have Bisk kind of explain it to her a little bit. See if he can kind of
Click
wake
it
her
over.
up a little bit.
Okay.
Just gently. Don't don't dump the entire
world is a
load of information
sham.
on her. Yeah.
We're
Don't-
living in a simulation.
Yeah. Don't completely shatter her reality all at once. Just kind of,
So hypothetically speaking, what would you say if I told you this world was a sham?
I'd say I agree.
Oh, good. 'cause
That's
it
that.
is.
Well, that's
We're all
good.
gonna
That's a
die
good
if we
start.
stay.
Well,
That's a good start.
yeah, it's a good start. And you're ready for this conversation.
All right, so kind of the same
Yeah.
the same deal you had with Perry, essentially.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, he's like underworld dude, so he can help like too,
Yeah.
like with equipping the foot soldiers or supplying some
Yes,
foot
he can.
soldiers, because it's not like
Yeah.
he's gonna be in a position to have to preserve his lackeys.
Empire.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Yes, some person reality is a lie. That's correct.
So essentially, when he transfers the money, you guys have 100,000 credits or gold to split up between you guys, and he says that the extra 10,000 is in case he judges any of his muscle like worthy enough to come with him, because he doesn't want to cause you guys any problems, since what you're doing seems a little out of his league. And it's the first time he's ever been unsure about something, but he wants to vet his people and then possibly see if there's anyone he can take, but he won't have very many, if any. So
Okay.
he gave you a little bonus.
All right. So how can we divide this evenly?
Oh shit. Are we dividing with Kirby? Is Kirby even here?
So yeah, Kirby's not here, so that's up to you. He wasn't necessarily cut in on anything. You guys have cut him in here and there and given him money, and he's been doing his own things with that, like upgrading his armor and shit. So
I'm gonna DM him. Kirby, do you need money, or are you still duping?
I mean, I'm still duping, but the more money I have, the more money I can dupe.
All
Okay.
right.
So we can send him what, 25?
I mean,
Yeah,
if
if
we
everyone takes
divided
25.
evenly amongst the four of us, that's 25 grand each. I'm totally okay with that.
I'm fine with it.
Fuck it. Like, I appreciate the great payday, and we did some good fucking work.
I
And if-
transmitted
if Kirby's-
25,000 to
Yeah.
Kirby.
And if Kirby's
Just-
got like 25 grand that he can just dupe for us, then I mean, win.
This is my sugar mama, so
Mm-hmm.
like I work hard and make money, but then I never hold on to any of it. So technically, it could be considered an almost abusive relationship, but it's really just more I'm lazy and I don't want a purse to ruin the seams of my
Yes.
my outfit.
Yeah, 100,000 credits is heavy.
That's a lot.
So-
It would be a huge bulge in my front pocket. No one needs that.
Yeah, and I don't mind because, matching. Anyway.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I
Dang
did
it.
set it up. I did set it up.
He did.
I did. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Everything you're doing is bad. I want you to know this. All right, so here are the coordinates. Do not share this around. Come at your leisure, but please
Come quick.
call on this frequency
Sorry.
to let us know you're coming, and approach as stealthily as you can.
So we don't kill you.
Well, no, we want to know that he's coming, but what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
just give
don't
us a
fucking
heads
bring
up.
a fleet of police with you or something. You know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Well, if he doesn't let us know that he's coming and we just end up with a fucking random ship that's approaching, the likelihood
Yeah.
that we were gonna shoot at it is pretty good.
The Death Spider will eat you, so let's not do that.
I mean, you know, I feel like he's survived in this world long, this long, well, I mean, granted it was a video game, but he's got to be good at what he does.
He was an NPC.
He just resets every time the game resets.
Yes, but he's
could've-
set
he
up to
could've
be.
died many
He's
times
set up to
over.
be. Yeah, he's set up to be a big, underworld guy. So
Big underworld guy.
He one of the things he does say is that he will be sending some of his like generals your way, some of his good men, the good shooters, just so you have like a
Top
couple
men.
good like bodyguards for your squad leaders. So essentially now each of your
All
squad
right.
leaders is going to have like a underworld hitman accompanying them.
fuck yeah,
Nice.
right on. I like this idea.
You know what's funny?
Bisque bodyguards.
Bisk himself has a 60,000 bounty.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
That's
literally
right.
chump change compared to what he just gave us.
Yes.
He's paid us so much. It's like, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
And this
Doesn't
is
have that.
why nobody takes him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Uh-huh.
You guys have
they're like,
higher
we're gonna
bounties than
take
him.
you in, and he goes,
Do we?
"What if I paid
Yeah.
you the bounty and you didn't?"
Like-
What are we worth
Yeah.
at this point?
You're in Brins is in the millions, and Kronos is just a million.
Oh, just a million. Only one.
Yeah. look at my face. Look at the skull. It ain't worth it.
No, it's because they got psychically into Bryn's head and saw the connection, and they want Dis because the dark
Yep.
elf thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Um,
literally am only worth this because of my connection to Dis.
Or else it would be a million, just like Kronos.
Otherwise,
And all
they
the
just
the other
wouldn't
rebels.
care. They'd be like, whatever.
You like her? I mean, if we see her, we'll collect her. But she has a meteor. Okay, let's just not.
Now she's got 4 meteors, I believe it is. She can drop.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, Kronos. One of the things you notice, as the knife wound, you're kind of like looking it over when you go to patch it up, or it goes to get healed. When
Yeah.
it heals up around a weird little protrusion from
Herpes.
your bone. No,
Uh-huh.
it's like a black shard, and the skin looks like it's healing up around it, and it almost resembles like a little cordyceps pod, but it's all glass, like black crystalline.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's popping up from the knife wound you got from that android. Seems like that droid stabbed pretty deep.
Oh wow. So got all the way down to like the bone, huh? Interesting.
And then you still have that thing from that Kirby sent you, that file. And are you guys heading from here back to the Rebel base, or is there anything else that there was? I don't think there was anything you guys had planned for, but I don't remember. So.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't remember anything either.
There.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I think the only thing was that had been discussed. I don't think you guys were necessarily going to do it, but the only thing that was like sort of on the board was before the assault plans are hashed. Like for those, in 5 days, you get to, or you could investigate the ping that is on your map. That's Dis on your gunship. There was that file or that like marker that was in your maps, and then there was the Darkwood.
Yeah, I was actually gonna.
Roshana.
I was actually gonna ask Bisk if he knew where we could lay our hands on some Darkwood.
Okay. If you ask him, what he says is that he does remember that on the black market somewhere he remembers seeing it once, but it's been a while. It was when he got started in the business, and that he hasn't seen it since. But the only place that he knows is it actually grows in the light of violet fungus, which is mainly on the elven worlds in the quote unquote underdark areas. So like the cavernous lower worlds. So it doesn't grow in sunlight. It actually grows in the light of like bioluminescent mushrooms or fungus.
Yeah.
Like home.
So they're underdark trees. Yeah.
All right. And you said that the other place that we had heard of it being was where?
Roshana. So the dark elf world is gonna get destroyed. There's some blockade around this world, like there is on this one, but it was put on quarantine. So there's like droid, like weapon systems you'll have to fly to avoid, but they're not. It's not like a huge blockade of elven ships. It's more just like weapon systems put there to make sure nothing comes in and or leaves. So it does take another piloting check to land there, but yeah.
What do you guys think? Like, I could take it or leave it at this point since I have a big fucking rifle now. But, I mean, it is to complete the arm cannon on my armor.
I mean, it kind of benefits you, so it's kind of up to you.
It kind of I couldn't hear you over the music. It kind of benefits me, so it's going to have to what?
Up to you.
How long would it take to get there from where we are?
From where you are, not long. You're literally. This is the planet's a binary. Yeah, the closest you've ever been is right now, technically. And now that you've gotten back out of the blockade, you could just try to enter its space and land, and scan the planet, try and find a more likely place to land and find an entrance into the Underdark.
Sure, why not? What could possibly go wrong?
So go ahead and I'm gonna need piloting checks again. Let me get I'll pull up Roshana, see what the DCs are. Boom.
Oh, we going to look for the Darkwood?
Yes.
Okay. Are we taking a long rest or anything? How long is it going to take us to get to?
Yeah,
not very long to get to it. It's the planet is closed, so you can take a long rest if you want. It's just you would just have to park somewhere, or hold up somewhere. But,
All right. I mean,
we could always get there, land, and wait.
Yeah, same thing.
Might be safer to get through the blockades and shit, and then rest.
Yeah.
Yep. Fair.
I mean, I don't necessarily need one. A short rest would probably do. Yeah, because I really haven't used much of anything.
Yeah, short rest, you'd be there in no time. Like you could short rest and you'd be done with that like before you hit the planet.
Okay.
Cool.
Who's assisting you with piloting?
Kronos or Bryn can. Or Renaj, because Renaj is a really good pilot too.
I mean, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I assisted last time.
A nat 20.
So.
Oh, nice. That is good. That actually lowers the second DT. Yeah, this is one of the higher ones.
So 30. And then 26 for the second roll, and then 29 for the third roll.
Nice, okay.
And these are with advantage.
Yeah, okay.
Which saved my ass, since one of those was a 1.
Bryn sits in the co-pilot seat and continues her lessons from Dis as Dis is teaching her how to fly and stuff over the
I'm like, you got this, baby.
last little bit.
The funny part is the second roll. I'm like, so we're gonna head right here, and Brent's like, we're like 12 feet from a fucking police ship. What are you doing, asshole? And I'm like, oh, I didn't even see that.
So yeah, as you guys,
there, I meant this other place.
Totally meant to do
different.
that. Totally
different place.
as you guys are getting close to the airspace of Roshana, you start the scans, and your sensors pick up a very extensive satellite system. Yeah, a space cat, a very extensive satellite system that is very active. Yeah, cat missiles. But you managed to get through it.
They're so cute.
And the planet below is very, very dark. There's no light that is seen from its surface. There's bioluminescent life and fungus. The smell you get from the planet is very pungent and thick. It's a very moist atmosphere. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check with your ship's investigation disc. I think it has one on there. I should, but
Sorry, I'm eating. So
you're good. You're good.
Shut up,
Oh, this one is called.
I
fucker.
didn't say anything.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right.
Yeah, my ship's investigation is far worse than mine. It's only a +5.
So there is a couple entrances that you find. Oh shit! Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
See if my computer. Okay, well, it's like roboting on my end, so I didn't know if it's because it's loading.
Probably.
I think that's what I meant. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's my. That's the wrong map. I don't know what. But eventually, find a spot that you land that's got a pretty deep entrance into the Underdark. When you're doing your scan, some of the entrances seemed rather shallow, and you weren't exactly sure if it would have the right environment to grow the Darkwood. And eventually you find a area that has several entrances. It's kind of in the same spot. Oh, cat. Ow, that's claws hurt. And you find a spot where you could land. But what's weird is there's no, like, trees or anything on this world. It's all this fungus that's been growing. And some of it's kind of bioluminescent on the surface. But there's just these little bit of light here and there. It's very dim and very dark when you land. If you want... when you land, you can go ahead and give me a investigation check from your ship's sensors again. Whoa.
I was doing it.
Can I do an investigation with my ship sensors too?
Yeah, if you want to, you can.
Okay, because
Your-
I have a
your
plus
ship is-
15 on my ship.
Yeah,
I rolled the same, so it's going to be a dirty 20 for mine.
30-20.
13 plus 15, so that's a 28.
28. Okay.
Yeah.
Dis, on your sensors, you are picking something up, but on your sensors, it looks like maybe some small fauna that's in the area. It doesn't seem to be a lot of life here. Kronos, as you kind of like pick that up and dial in a little bit with your ship's sensors, you notice that it is those are elven biosigns that it's picking up, but there's something strange about them. They're weak, almost like they're alive, so they're not like dead. It doesn't look like something undead that they're picking up as life signs, but they are weak, like they're sick in some way.
So they're life signs, not undead signs.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, unlife signs.
Kronos, can you narrow that down to what kind of elf?
I don't know. I can see what I can do. So what do I need to roll? Do I need to just roll another investigation?
So
Perception.
you're gonna to figure out what kind of like biologically what kind of elf it is. This would actually be a medicine check using your ship's like medicine capabilities, which I think for yours it's just its intelligence modifier.
Okay, so that's a saving throw. Okay, so the +5 up there at the top next to the int. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So. +5 is 16. Yeah. 11 plus 5,
total?
16. Yeah,
Okay,
16 total.
heard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of strange. Just from what you know about elves, you kind of always pick up multiple types as they have a very malleable like genome and they evolve to their environment. So there's different things you pick up from all of them. It seems that they were mainly drow at some point recently, but that is being overwritten by something. And when you look at it, you're not like the most medically trained, but there is a signature that you were looking at recently that is similar to what's overriding it, and it seems to be Whisper and the ship data that you found and the tests.
Like that weird like kind of tentacly ship thing. Yeah. As well.
The Illithid. It was referred to as Illithid.
Illithid
genome.
Yeah.
We gotta go see it about my people.
Yep. It looks like they've been experimented upon. I mean, I'm not great at interpreting this data, so take that with a grain of fucking salt. But, this it looks like there's some fuckery about.
All right. So
there is some fuckery afoot.
Let's kind of map out the way to get to where these life signs are. And hopefully whatever fauna my limited sensors was able to detect. In addition, I guess we're going to do this with me scouting ahead, a sacrificial lamb, as it were.
Yep. Of course.
Well,
no, when you
I mean, you're a drow, so.
Isn't that your preferred method?
I mean, you're a drow. You should if they're gonna not kill anybody on sight, it's probably gonna be you.
Yeah, I get it. You're initiating Operation Get Behind Darky. I understand.
I was gonna say that earlier. Operation Get Behind the Drow.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
That's exactly what it's from.
Yep. Yeah. So when you land and start scanning, you see that there was like a LiDAR scan. You see that there was sort of like a civilization in the area, and there's paths, like large traveled paths, and the biosigns are sort of at the edge of one of them. It looks similar layout wise as to one of the encampments you guys encountered in one of the first episodes, the Wood Elf camp, similar to that.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check and a perception check. Although I think
net 20 on stealth.
Okay, yeah, so that's very good. And if everyone else could add do a stealth check just to add to that real quick, and then.
So that's a 35, just to let you know.
Dirty 20. 15 plus 5. Yeah.
Nice.
And you said perception?
Yeah, that perception.
14 plus dirty 30.
Okay. Bryn, you had the 19 stealth instead, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And could you also roll me a survival check?
Poor baby.
21.
So you are moving stealthily, but as you're walking along this path, the way it winds and moves, it doesn't. You don't think that this path that you're going down was constructed by people. It looks like similar to things you fought before. Giant snakes or worms, tentacle plants, something. But this is a path that something took. Like it's very large. Dis. As you're sort of looking down past the mushrooms at where the bioscience should be, you do see what look kind of like dark elves, except their skin is paler, almost like a light pale purple. And then there's this.
Got it.
Yeah.
Like a lilac.
There's this. Yeah. There's a magenta. Where their ears are, at the back behind their ears, there's sort of like these black tendrils that seem to look almost like varicose veins at some point, but then they break the skin. And doesn't look like a wound. It looks like it's almost natural, like they're supposed to exit the skin. And they sort of come down and spread out around the bottom of the jaws, around the neck, and they almost form like a suit or clothes that go down and cover different parts. And they all kind of look a little different and unique. Yeah, I know, buddy.
Yeah, don't.
It almost kind of yeah. They look like weird suits made out of these black tendrils, but they seem to be moving normally. They're just like moving what looks to be like fungus that they've harvested. They seem to be getting ready for something, but they don't seem to notice you guys.
I'm going to assume that these are probably mind-controlled type folk. I'm going to attempt, with my Vulcan telepathic sense here, to see if there is anything, in the area or coming off of them, any kind of, how we kind of got that blankness and the overwhelming, whatever it was when the other guys were being controlled. So I just want to kind of dip my toe in telepathically.
Yeah. So you sense them, and when you make a connection, you know that if you make a connection, it's like a mirror, right? Or or like looking through a window or whatever, they can see you too. It's hard to do that and not be noticed. When you do and you reach, you kind of like make that connection, almost like reach your hand out and touch the surface of the pond and make those ripples. When that moment happens, you can see they all sort of stand up like prairie dogs and start looking around, and then a couple of them, these two, this one runs, this mushroom stands up on top of it, looking around, and one comes up over the wall down and starts looking down the road that way. This one comes to the wall. This one gets up on the wall and starts looking back. And they seem to be looking for whatever that was, and they seem to be concerned, but they're not moving. What's your passive insight?
Oh, it's not great. It's 16.
16. With the 16, judging by the movement, you don't think they're mind controlled by something, because it almost seems too erratic in the way they're communicating with each other. But they are communicating telepathically. Would you want to stay connected and reach in and sort of like basically eavesdrop on their conversation? You'll sort of be kind of pinpointing your location, but you can make contact and talk with them if you want, or you can stay hidden.
So I'm going to try to first perceive if it's a language I understand, like naturally, or if it's something I'm going to have to translate. I get that it's thoughts, and so it works a little differently, but I guess trying to figure out
what
if
is your languages are. Do you have Undercommon?
I believe so.
I think you do as a Drow.
Common, Drow, Elvish, Thieves' Cant, and Undercommon. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So all the languages, the two languages that they're speaking, that is an amalgamation of, you can understand. It's a mixture of Elven and Undercommon, so you can tell they still have their, or sorry, not Elven and Undercommon. My bad. Undercommon and Eldritch or whatever it's called. Like a weird esoteric language. So you don't have that one. That was my bad. But you do have Undercommon. So you get most of the gist of the conversation, but something is sort of imprinted on them in a serious way. It's kind of odd, but not too odd, the way you know how it seems elves have worked in this weird video game world where they evolve like hyper quickly to their environment and adapt. You would expect some kind of change, but you'd expect them to be drow. You wouldn't expect them to be whatever is happening here. So there's some kind of environmental change that has happened since, making them not drow, essentially. Whoa.
I'm gonna regret this. I'll give them a standard drow greeting.
Okay. When you do that, this one sort of looks you. This one stays up, around, begins to look away from you, and then back the path you came. This one stays up, and then this one sort of hops down back to the camp. You can't see it anymore behind the walls. This one comes out to the road, looks down, and then you hear in your mind, you feel you are detached. You must be careful. You can draw it here. Why are you here? And you can see that they're not sure. You being detached is confusing to them. There's a hive connection to them, but they're not controlled by a hive mind. The way that this feels, because you do kind of feel a connection between them, like you don't feel with normal elves. But there's no overbearing, like oppressive force connecting them all.
So a cooperative rather than a control.
Yes, it's a collective as opposed to a hive mind. Or a collective hive mind as opposed to like a controlled oppressive hive mind. Cool.
So there's no Borg Queen is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I seek this, and I will mentally imagine what Darkwood looks like.
We could take you to it, but we must draw you away from our home. You are visitors here. Your scent will draw it. If this is what you seek, it is away from our home, and I can accomplish this. And then you feel it sort of sends a message to the others to stay aware, but to be calm that this doesn't seem to be a threat, but that there might be a threat following, essentially. And then it basically you get an image of this like weird worm, not like one you've seen before. It is
not the purple
like,
ones.
Yeah, not like the kind of sandworm things.
Yeah, not the acid sandworm or the ice worms that you guys have faced before, or the bobbit asteroid worms. There's
been a lot of worm.
Yeah, there has been. I like worms. I'm sorry. But this you get the word Neolithid that goes around your head, and you get this strange almost like a Dropbox collection of empathic feeling. There is a teacher or someone who has changed them that also changed the environment, and it didn't change everything for good. Like there's good and bad that comes with everything. Some things remained predatory, and that predatory sense got hyper accentuated in them, so it's super violent. And you also get the sense that there is a society here somewhere, and that there was a sickness that wiped them all out, but the feeling that they get is kind of weird, like that this sickness that happened was a good thing. And then that's actually where we'll end the episode for tonight, where we'll pick up next session. Whoa.
Nice.
You okay, Woodrow?
Yeah.
You're still recovering from that cat scratch.
Right.
No.
Alright.
That little asshole.
I missed something.
Yeah, you did it.
I was like, something's wrong. I didn't click enough things. It was a good episode.
It
was nice to get back into it finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, after 3 weeks. Yeah.
I know. It's so weird when you take like a little bit of time off and it feels like ages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Hope.
No bust up.
No.
No
Tune in for
bugs.
next.
Not even.
Monkeypox. Well, anybody have any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Yeah, we're gonna have to find one hell of a mall before we leave this universe, or hope the exchange rate on the other side is good.
Well, I mean, I figure we're gonna try to take some of this shit with us. Otherwise, why are we having Woodrow dupe? Or why are we having Kirby dupe stuff?
Yeah, the other thing is we need to stop by a bank or something, or one of those terminals to be able to draw out physical money instead of credits.
Yeah.
Because, credits are only worth the electricity they're printed in.
Right.
So we're gonna want something tangible to go with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've said, you guys can cash in the credits for gold coins. Cold hard
just
gold.
Hope that there aren't molecular replicators that make gold useless. Woodrow.
You guys are trying to think everything.
I wanna withdraw our money in gold pressed latinum.
Hell yeah.
That works. Totally works. Yeah. The whole time we're playing, I'm thinking like how I want to like construct a dice tower that I can attach to the side of my drawing board, so I can just drop it in and just have it show up in the box down here.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what? And then you should get a little camera and point it right down towards the output.
Perfect.
Oh, but make it like a fucking Rube Goldberg machine, But then that would take forever. So anyway, like fucking mousetrap on the side of my fucking desk.
Dice Tower Escher stairs.
Just gave me a really interesting idea for an animated GIF.
Oh no.
I don't know what that is.
It's because you can't spell or say it correctly, so whatever. Choose a cyborg.
Exactly.
I guess we are officially back, thankfully. So we will see everyone next week.
That was so smooth.
Okay, I don't know. We might need another 3 weeks. I'm just happy.
Okay, bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming, everyone. And no monkey pops, goddammit.